Okay, we're live. People can see us, they can hear us, they can smell us, they might be able to taste us.
Gosh.
If they, tip well enough, they could feel us. But just on a personal to personal empathic level, get your mind out of the gutters, you perverts.
There it is.
I don't know. I'm for it. Let's go.
I'm just waiting for Jen's reaction. There was a lot of faces in that opening spiel.
Hey. I reacted.
Live reacts.
No, it's live react. It just stops there. It's not live react.
It's just one. It's just disappointment. It's just disappointment.
Judgment.
All right, welcome to our Forbidden Lands game. It's been pretty good. I'm ready to get back into it. Let's go through and let's do introductions, who you are, plug your pluggables, and then tell us about your character. If you got any upgrades or spend any XP, you can drop that real quick. And then we'll just get right into the game. So let's just go in order for simplicity. Start off with Friendon.
I resent being first. I'm just going to put it out there. I feel like me being first is a bad thing for me. I always forget to talk about my character. So I had to really think about getting it together for this, being first. But I've got it now. I'm playing Amar Zahn, which sounds like Amazon for a reason, because he's a peddler. So I am the nightmarish capitalist of this world, which is about as antithetical to my core personality as a player could be to their character. So we'll see how it goes. But I doubled down on Path of Lies this week. I upgraded it, and I can tell when people are lying now with a willpower point. And that should be fun, because so far the campaign has had a lot of duplicity and talking in it, and it's been good.
Yeah.
And I'm Friendon. I'm with the Defenders of Kobold. I make tabletop RPG art, and you could find me on social media pretty much everywhere under that moniker, which is my last name. So hi, you just met me.
Shit, there we go. That was full fucking thing right there.
No, most prepared I think you've.
And he talked about his character.
I know.
Wow.
So proud of him.
Put me first. I don't do worst.
Now it's up to all of us to forget to talk about our characters.
It
We
is.
should all just talk about Friendon's character.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm about it.
Jeff, Jake, Dan, Melissa, and Jen.
But my actual character in real life, like the strength of character.
That's it. All right, Jeff.
Hi, I'm Jeff. I run a little game group called Adventures in Lollygagging. We play a bunch of different games on the internet. Twitch.tv/thelollygaggers is where we can mainly be found. We play a lot of Free League games, in addition to playing with Chuck and the Defenders here. We also play our own Free League publishing game every other Monday. So this coming Monday, we're playing Vesson. And then on the opposite Mondays on our own channel, we play Alien. And we're getting back into our Mutant Year Zero game, which we finally got to again last night. So,
there you go.
We have 3 or 4 different ongoing Free League games, which is great. I am playing Waits, who is a dwarven minstrel of significant age and kind of partner in crime, I think, with Friendon. With what's your character's name again? Marzan, is that it?
Marzan, so it's an
Marzan.
Amazon pun. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he and I have some history together where we kind of exploit various caravans and other things for monies. And I think we've also ruined Dan's character too. But Dan will talk about that.
I'm in on the thieving racket too.
Yes. And you're like the young one, because we're like old people just ruined you. But I do have an honest face and a kind heart. And no, that's not true. The second part's wrong. But the first part's right. That's Waits.
Yeah.
There you go.
I have a dishonest face and a cruel heart, so we get along really well.
There you go.
Yes, exactly.
You complete each other. Next up is Jake.
Well, I'm Jake. I'm with the Defenders of Kobold. If there's anything that I would like to plug for Defenders of Kobold, it would be our zine on Drive Through RPG. Dan dies in the end. Good stuff. I'll be playing a goblin named Osborne. Very original, I know. He's just an old cranky guy on a hog who likes to stab people with a spear.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Moving down to the bottom row, Dan.
I am playing Steely Dan because I don't know. I'm expecting to die, so I figured that this would play into our Dan dies somewhere in the story.
Okay.
And hopefully not me in real life, just my character this time.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I'm not a great thief, but that's what I am. So
you're learning. You're
I'm
an
learning.
apprentice.
Apprentice thief. So I've picked up a couple talents, and I've got a bad spending problem. As soon as I get money, I go spend it immediately. So I'm completely broke.
Yeah, financial security comes with age.
So that's why I do the thieving. I get paid and then I spend. It's a
There you
perfect
go.
circle.
It's also a band. Next up is Melissa.
Hi, I'm Melissa, also with Adventures in Lollygagging. Kind of everything that Jeff said earlier. We also have a podcast that drops every Monday. It's a Zweihander podcast, so we're up to, I think, episode 66 drops this Monday. So we've got over a year's worth of content there. I am playing Balari. She is a druid. She's old. She spent lots of years by herself, learning about animal stuff. So I am still figuring out kind of all of the spellcasting stuff here.
Yeah.
But she's got some animal talent stuff, and she's learning some rank 2 animal talent stuff.
Very cool. And last but not least, our friend with the funny colored hair, Jen.
Wow.
Yeah, I
If it
called
makes
you
you
out.
feel any better, it's better than being a friend with a no-colored hair.
You got that nice hat to keep you warm, though.
Put the hat back on.
I know
I need the hat back.
I know it's bad. It's bad.
Well, no, this totally tracks because Jeff is really into your chest hair, and so it probably is like offensive for him to see your head without hair.
Yeah,
So
I am shorn in some places,
it's all
Jeff.
canon.
Don't ever shave.
In some places, Jeff.
Hat on, shirt off.
It's like a dolphin.
Oh no! That's terrible.
I hate that.
God.
I hate it. My name is Jen. I hate that. I'm a defender of Kobold. I have nothing to add to who I am right now because I've just all that information has just exited my brain with that in comparison to a dolphin. And I'm playing Urza today in the afternoon, as we've discussed, like the afternoon TTRPG game. She is an orc rider who, in search of a bear to ride is really like her thing. She really wants to find a bear. And for everybody in the party to know, Urza picked up a rank 2 in spear fighter. So now I'm able to immediately strike an enemy who moves from near to arm's length. So
Nice.
And I can break turn order to do that. It counts toward my actions, but I can break turn order, so I can like preempt somebody coming in on me, which makes me more of a like tank. So
Nice.
I'm in for
That's
it.
really good to be able to pull out of turn order like that, even if it uses your action. That's cool.
I'm in for it.
That's pretty cool.
You can shout "Aye," and I stab at thee.
Stab, stab.
I have become Ursa, goddess of stab.
So, when we last left off, you were all hanging out in this tavern, this inn called the Grumpy Horse. And you had just started a conversation with kind of the leader of this little settlement. Hey, there's a Bert. Hi, Bert. The settlement you're in is called Candlekeep. It's just a little trading outpost. Maybe it's got 20 people that live there permanently. And you were sent here to do some trading. You've got like 20 barrels of Yawim's best that you guys need to find someone to buy for the Hollows. For Miss Polymer. Is that her name? Yeah. So,
Yes.
yeah, we cut off with you all in conversation with Amelia Leathers, the kind of, the de facto leader. And so that's where we're going to pick up. I've got, you all should be setting on the Candlekeep map in Foundry. There's a little house icon. If you click it, that's kind of the notes and legends for this town. So you can get caught up on, anything we're missing or... But yeah, so you're setting there. She's a warm person. She's friendly.
The icon.
It should be
Someone else.
in the blue.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Oh my gosh.
Check the permissions for the note.
Okay, maybe that's where I've got it messed up. All of these things.
You're using show notes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's great. I think it doubles.
Oh yeah, you guys don't have any permissions. That's why. There.
There it is.
There it is.
Can I get permission to have permissions, please?
Maybe.
Oh
One
no,
permissions, please.
I can't be trusted.
permission. My permission is in.
I like that. No, that's a natural flow from what I was laying down. I like it. It.
So, yeah, you're talking with Amelia Leathers, and you're hammering out some pricing that she wants to buy these barrels. I would like to point out that if you go into the journal, if you go into the journal, and then somewhere in the journal, game rules, gear, I should have some trade items in there.
For what it's worth, I do
trade
not
goods.
have access to the Fisherman's Son note. I don't know if anybody else does.
I can fix that.
Oh, there's a Fisherman's Son, Wayward Son mashup that could happen here, but it's too early in the morning for me to get there. If anybody else has the ambition, go for it.
Like 1 p.m. where you are.
No, it's too early.
It's
too early. Brain doesn't start until 6 p.m.
Very sus. So sus.
Okay.
I'm an imposter.
You've
right?
got
You're
it.
the imposter.
He's self-reporting.
Oh, man. So I think, let me pop that out so I can actually read it. I don't know if it's got barrels of booze in there. But I'll say like this. She's going to open up with, she's like, I'll tell you what, I'll buy your barrels. And I'll pay you, I don't know, we'll go 3 silver per barrel.
Well, that's pretty good.
Is it? I feel like we're getting lowballed. 3 silver for a barrel of this fine alcohol.
Yeah.
I'd look over to our peddler, who probably is
so
economically inclined.
So I have Path of Gold, which is usually for buying things more than selling things. But tell me how you think about flavoring this, Chuck.
I mean, if you're buying things, you know how to sell things.
Right. I think maybe it could. We could use it. So I can essentially increase the price by 1/5 for every WP I spend in that instance. Then.
Okay.
And I have I actually did okay on WP for a couple of sessions. I was one of the few that did. I have 5 WP. I'm gonna spend 4 of them to get it up 4/5.
Okay.
Do we want to go straight?
Hang on.
To spending
Time out.
willpower, or
Time
do we
out.
want to
Time out.
negotiate first?
Time out.
Well, that is my.
I'm muting you guys. Hang on. I gotta mute for a second. Hang on.
We can.
We can still hear you.
Did he mute the stream? You just mute the stream. Okay.
Okay, we're back. We're back.
So yeah, Dan, I have no problem spending the WP because this is the one thing my character does, and so like this is his talent. Let's get the price up. Let's.
Well,
let's
I was
just do
thinking
it.
we talk our way up and then we push it up even higher. But
I mean, we could continue talking too, but I'm getting this free.
Yeah.
This free 4/5 right out of the way. We could still talk.
Yeah, I don't see a thing for just a barrel of fucking booze.
Yeah, there kind of isn't, huh?
I mean, how much was it to buy a cup of it?
I don't fucking remember. Yeah, I'm going with that 3 silver. So,
Okay.
Brendan, if you want to do your negotiation thing, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spend that WP, 4 WP to increase it 4/5 in price. So,
Okay.
However you want to round that up or down is fine with me.
Making me do math. What is that? That's
I'm terrible at math, Chuck.
4/5 in price.
I don't know if it matters, but I started looking at other items like
Yeah, what do you
field
got?
rations to see how much it costs, and a field ration costs 1 silver.
So I'll tell you what. I'll move the base
I have
price
no
up.
idea.
We'll call it 10 silver just for math's sake.
Okay.
So we'll say
yeah. That kind of makes sense because bandages, or I'm sorry, like a water skin is 3 silver.
yeah.
And so, like, yeah.
So for your 4/5, we'll say that it'll increase it by 6 silver. So go ahead and roll it, or does it just automatically work?
It's just automatically, I think, according to this, I can just spend WP. Let me double check.
Okay. Well, if you're spending it, I'm willing to, because that's a limited
It says
resource.
automatically.
Yeah.
It says automatically.
So yeah, you two haggle back and forth, and you finally come across the agreement of 16 silver per barrel.
Nice.
You brought 1 barrel with you, and that was a freebie to give away. The other 20 are back in the town, so you've got the price set up. So all you need to do at this point is just to head back to the Hollows, let Mrs. Polymer know that you have a buyer and where the buyer is and what the agreed price is. And Miss Polymer will give you a cut of that silver. And I think I said, was it a third that I put out there?
Just a quick math. Wouldn't 4/5 be 8 more?
I don't fucking math, dude.
I don't math either, so other people smarter than me with math need to do that.
It'd be, I mean, you can just double the 5 to 10, and then you double the 4 to 8.
What's the...
Have 8/10 or 8.
What's happening?
I'm going with 16. Fuck math.
What's the value?
Okay,
what is the
4/5.
value that we're increasing?
Silver gets increased by 4/5.
4/5.
So it gets increased by 8.
8. Yeah.
So 18.
Christ. How dare you outmath me? All of you.
What can I say?
Math people.
I've been taking Justin's SAT prep class, and so I feel really prepared.
Oh, okay. All right.
Doing it,
we'll go
it just in case.
So good.
That's great. We'll go with the 18. Since you two did actual math. 18 silver, and you all will get a cut of it. We're going to call it 1/3 the cut, so you guys can do the fucking math to figure out how much you'll get from that.
6.
All right.
For every barrel. Yep.
So we all get 6 silver.
Per barrel.
No? Jen shakes her head no.
One
we divide
barrel?
that
We
again.
sold 1 barrel?
No, you're selling 20.
Oh,
so 18
shit.
times
Okay.
20, and you guys get a third of that.
And then divided by 6 again.
So we get 6 silver apiece.
Oh my god.
No, I'll do it.
You guys figure it out.
Don't
I'm
worry,
not doing math. I'm not doing math.
We get 60 silver? Because 18, this is what, is this Math Finder? Is that what we're doing right now?
I think so.
18 silver times 18 silver times what?
No. We get a third of 18, which is 6.
All right, stop doing math on the stream.
I got it.
We got 6.
We each get 20. We each get 20 silver.
20. God damn it! This is all.
I guess
20 silver.
20 silver. Done.
Everyone write
Good.
down 20
I'm
silver.
glad. Sure. Fine.
Well, 20 silver after you turn it over to
Right.
the information to
After we
Mrs.
turn it
Polymer.
Right. So we
So-
only brought 1 barrel with us, like for a taste. Like,
Yeah.
we gotta actually
Yeah.
the rest.
Yeah, the other 20 are in the hollows.
Yep.
No.
And then after you go talk to Mrs. Polymer, she'll have them shipped.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to
Candle
hollow
Keep.
back at our boys.
Yeah. Because we ain't no hollow back boys. Girls. People. So, yeah, you guys are drinking this barrel up, having a great time. Everyone's your friend tonight, seeing as you're providing free booze. Oh, that's why it won't open. There is one person here in Candlekeep who is not joining in the festivities. There's this, what looks to be this hunter who's battered. His clothes are torn up. He's got scrapes and stitches all over him. And he's sitting at the bar, drowning his woes in cheap beer. Just being angry. But everyone else, Amelia's, she's knee deep in your barrel of free booze. Everyone else is. They're giving you free food. They even offer to put you up for night for free because, this great trade deal you brought them.
I was singing and stuff, right? Wasn't I singing and stuff before we...
I'm pretty sure you were.
Yeah, you had a great performance.
I will not be happy with the fact that there's a person in this room that is not having a good time. And so I definitely want to go take a look and just be like, hey, I take requests. Anything you want to hear, big fella? Any tune, story?
It sounds like you're coming on to him.
Maybe I am. I don't know.
I just thought I'd reach out and around to you to see if there's anything I could do for you.
Waits is just kind of an open guy, He doesn't care.
He
Loves
waits for
everybody.
no man except for the one guy in the corner who's unhappy.
It's eating away at him that there's one person that's not enjoying his wonderful performance.
This guy would open up.
Okay.
He's mad. He's not a happy camper. He would tell the story about how he got mauled by this giant monster not too far from here while he was out hunting. Everyone else says it was just a bear, but he swears to you it wasn't no goddamn bear. This thing was giant, and it was slimy, and it had feathers, and it had horns, and it talked to him.
Talk to you.
Yeah, so
What did it say to you?
it just yelled meat.
Meat, huh?
So everyone else thinks that, he just ate some bad mushrooms while foraging or something like that, and then got, too close to a mama bear. And everyone else, when he brings up, there's a whole sorts of people kind of giving him shit, like, oh, sure you did there. This guy's name is Sebastian. Sure you did, Sebastian. Sure you did. Yeah, it was a big talking bear. Okay. And they're just really giving him shit.
Is his last name Bach?
No, it's Appler.
Okay.
I'm extremely interested in this bear story about a talking bear.
Yeah. I am a believer, my new friend. Don't listen to these folks around here. They're just and I'll whisper in, they're just small folk who are just sitting around in this tiny little place, and you're going out there and doing things and brave and stuff. Don't let them weigh you down, my friend. Now, whereabouts was this talking bear horn and feather thingy?
He would point out that it's a little ways straight north of here, right on the border of the Darkwood Forest and this chunk of plain in Vivden. If you look at the map, I've got it. If you go to world map, I've got it pinged.
Okay.
And it's like a hex straight north of you.
Okay. Assuming I would have knowledge that Jen, what's your character's name again?
Urza.
That's
like
right,
kind of like a bear.
Right.
Think of it like Urza Major, Urza Minor.
So I would just try to get as much info from this guy as possible, and then kind of relay all that to Urza, knowing her interests in the Earth sign.
He'll, his description of the bear is really weird. Mm-hmm. But he's like, it was a bear. It was a giant talking bear with feathers, and it was slimy, and it had horns. And he's just like, there was this low hill, and I was chasing a hog in the area, a boar, and I saw this little cave entrance in this hill, and I thought maybe, that's where it's denting up at. So I was going to go and poke my head in real quick to see if I could see it. But as I was approaching it, this giant bear monster crested the top of the hill. It yelled meat, and it charged and attacked him, and it was everything I could to get away with my life.
It's impressive you're even here. It's a tale worthy of song, and with your permission, I might craft a little tune. Not here on the spot. It's too early in the morning, but at some point in the future, I shall return. Does this thing spark any kind of? Do I might be able to identify this just based?
Give
off
me a
this
lore test.
Okay,
that's correct. Yeah, let me. Yeah, that would be a lore test.
Lore. Okay.
That's a pass. So, in the Forbidden Lands, there's a couple varieties of monster, and you would be able to pick this up. The first one, and this would all be tied to the the Alder Wars and the giant monstrous wizard Geographer, but Geographer, a lot of his battle was against this demon horde that started invading. And demons take all sorts of shapes. And another thing that happened is, in Geographer's conquest to try and drive the demons back, he started trying to create hybrid monsters and creatures that were strong enough to fight demons. So right off the bat, maybe the standard, just villager here wouldn't pick up this information. But you guys having traveled around, it would definitely ping up that this is possibly one of those creations that are still out there in the world. Because they still roam. After the war, no one went and stopped these things. They just kept doing what they're doing. Or it's just some wild-ass demon running around out in the wilderness.
Okay. I will kind of clap him on the back, give him a little free sample of the beer that we brought.
Yeah.
And I'll say, listen, I got some very capable people with me, and I don't know what just happened to my voice there, but I have some capable people with me, and we're gonna see about finding this there monster of yours and bring back some evidence so we can shut these people up. What do you say? That cheer you up, buddy?
Yeah. Anything we can do to shut these bastards up. Get them to quit. making fun of me. Prove me right.
So then I'll step back and I'll fill in the group with everything I heard. This guy's crazy. He saw a bear. No, just kidding. No, there's something out there. It's like a bear and it's got other things. And I heard these such and such and yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, we think it's what kind of a bear? We think it's did you say demon bear?
Well, it's just, stories are, Yugg played around with all sorts of different magic.
The rumor is signing your death warrant if you go after these bears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. What he said, very clever. I'll just pat him on the hand. So, yeah.
I got a gold star.
Might be some kind of, hybrid, like part bear, part something else. He said something about like feathers and horns, so it might be like a tribrid, So like part bear, part something with a horn, part something with feathers.
I believe in adopting, not shopping. So I will pick up this mutt of a bear.
Okay.
At some point.
It's a werebear dare, it's got antlers and it's like part bear and it's a thing. It's a whole thing. You'll figure it out.
Don't forget that it's slimy. There's also that too.
Oh, wow.
It's a quad bred.
Wow.
Part feathers, part horns,
it's
part
so
slime,
rare.
and part bear.
Well,
it sounds like a limited edition bear, which I'm also very interested in.
I was about to say it sounds like a rare bear. I literally said it sounds.
See, yours is funnier than mine. I'm like limited edition bear. You're like rare bear because that sounds way better. Yeah.
I also, Jen, for your own knowledge, if at any point that you actually want to like just a regular ass bear, it can be as easy as just wandering off in the wilderness, because there are rules for hunting for creatures and stuff.
How destructive do I think a bear would be if I brought it into town like I'd ridden it like a horse? Like, do I think that I could tame the bear to be like...
Bears are in circuses, man. I think you're good. You tame that thing.
I'm not talking about making it ride a unicycle, okay? I want this thing to be able to like not
what if you rode it and
horse.
it rode a unicycle?
Oh my god, I was
Cool
riding the one on the unicycle. Yeah.
So, listen, if you can roll the checks, it's not unheard of, wild animals like this to gain some form of, I wouldn't want to call it tamed, but, they would be
moderate
domesticated.
Form of compliance. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, domesticated.
We know this monster wants meat, so maybe if we take him meat, that's all you need. He'll be your best friend. Just
Pocket
not
full
my
of meat,
please.
It's like that one Rage Against the Machine
By that,
song,
don't
a
feed him
pocket
Dan.
full of meat.
Just probably speaking. That sounded bad.
Best live concert I've ever been to. Rage Against the Machine.
All right, so yeah. But yeah, if you ever just want to go out and find a regular bear, you can just wander off into the wilderness.
I don't know if I want a regular bear now that I've heard about this rare bear that exists.
I mean, why would you?
Thank you though for letting me know. If
S rank bear drop.
Yeah. Now I want to know what the rare bear stare is.
Yeah.
It's when you wake up in the middle of the night and it's just standing at the foot of your bed, just staring at you.
Nightmare. That's my nightmare. That I'm gonna wait. Like every time I wake up at night, I just assume someone's standing like next to it. Freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah.
That's my only real terror thing.
Really?
That's what you
I used
get
to have something
for...
similar as a kid.
It's probably because, like, for the first years of our marriage, that's what Melissa would do. She'd have a knife in her hand.
Yeah.
I can heavily appreciate that, Melissa. Can heavily appreciate doing that.
Yeah. I get it.
Oh. I don't know.
There's something pretty stabbable about Jeff.
I didn't say that. Wow.
Oh my.
Wow.
Hey,
that was.
I'm not gonna say.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say no, but I'm not gonna mean it in the same context.
Maybe I meant.
Does that help, Jeff? Does that help?
Chuck.
Yes, that. Thank you, Chuck.
Okay.
So about this damn bear, are we helping Sebastian out, or are we heading back to the hospital?
I'm down to help him out, but I'm also.
I smell a profit in this. Maybe
I'll go there at some point.
I mean, like we can. I mean, looking at the map, like we could do both. Like it's
We
could
go
just take
up
a
and
different,
then to the hollows.
up and around, and kind of just take a wider berth back to the hollows, and so kind of do it along the way.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then when we come back, we've got other stuff to do yet.
Yeah,
So
and
that
you-
Weatherstone place to go take a look at.
Yeah.
Well, and the kid went down to supposedly went down to Ravenholm rather than Weatherstone.
Yeah.
So we could do Weatherstone if we so wish, but I don't think we have
mean,
to.
Lots of
let me
choices.
see. I've got a rumor for Weatherstone, I think.
Yeah, there's an entry up.
Okay.
We got a legend up.
Yeah. So if you're gonna travel, I'll say you guys can rest up the night here so you can recover damage and whatnot. And yeah, if you're gonna travel north, it's just 1 hex. So if we go into our little journal and we do our journey cheat sheet.
I'm trying to remember how you recover stats.
Attribute
Attributes.
points.
That is going to be in journal, combat, and healing. And there's recovery.
So further recovery, sleeping gives you, as long as you're eating and stuff. So like as long as you're not broken or anything like that, if you're resting for a quarter day, like you can recover your.
Okay, so I assume since we rested at the inn or whatever, we should be able to recover.
Yeah, under the further recovery, you recover all remaining lost attribute points by resting or sleeping for a quarter day. And you guys aren't thirsty or hungry, so yeah, just like Jeff said. Oh shit! Nice. Look at you, friendin', with all them subs.
He's like Santa Claus lately.
Like
just
Santa.
throwing out the gift subs. It's just
it helps.
Santa Claus.
It does. It's awesome. Yeah.
All right.
Is there any similar rule where you have to like eat and drink every day or?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. You can check out. Let's see. It's under rules. It's not under combat and damage. Maybe it's under journeys. But yeah, you do need to eat and drink every day. Hang on, I'm trying to find it. There is that Forbidden Lands reference sheet where, if you're... I don't want to do that. I just want to zoom.
So the question just to ask, just to make sure that we bring something with us, so that we.
Yeah, you guys do need to track your rations and stuff. You have to eat a ration of food at least once a day, and without that, you become hungry. You must drink a ration of water every day, and without that, become thirsty. You need to sleep for at least a quarter day every day. If not, you can become sleepy. And if it's cold, you need to take measures against the cold, or you'll have to take endurance checks. And if you fail those, you'll become cold. And those will fuck with your ability to do recovery, which is bad. So, yeah, your guys got a hex to move. So we need someone who's going to lead the way. Who's taking the lead the way test?
Pretty sure someone has a talent or something for that,
it's
right?
Balari, I think.
I think she, with all the wandering, I think she's pretty good at all that stuff.
So, Balari, if you could please give me a survival test. And I'm going to mute my mic to the stream real quick so I can close the garage door again.
All right, so that was 1 success. And I'm realizing that in order to cast, I also have to have willpower points. So I might push just so that I can start.
That's absolutely fair, yeah.
Getting some of that. So
yeah, because you've got one Bane there, so if you push, you're guaranteed one. Yeah.
All right,
so yeah, you have 1 willpower now. That also gives you 1 point of damage to whatever wits. So yeah, you take 1 point of damage to wits.
I can handle that.
We need someone who's going to keep watch. Let's see.
Wasn't that like Jake or Jen had good keep watch stuff?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm trying to remember what skill that's based off of.
I'm looking that up right now. It's right there. Scouts. So yeah, that's going to be scouting, I think. Yep, scouting. So someone make a scouting test to do keep watch.
I'm not good at that.
Yeah, my scouting's actually not that great.
Yeah.
I can also do scouting.
I have 5 in it.
Yeah, I'd be rolling with 4. So.
Okay. I'd be rolling with 5 too. So you can go ahead, Dan.
So. Okay.
Let me go ahead and push it.
Sure. Oh yeah, no problem.
Ooh.
3 successes instead.
So you can travel 2 hexes per quarter day. So this is, half of the morning. So not a big deal. But now I need to roll. See if we get a random encounter. Let me switch over.
See, you rolled question marks.
I did. I'm very secret.
What does it mean?
But the journey is uneventful. You all come across this low hill as the rolling plains start turning into forest. And you can see there's like some old structure on top of this hill. Not necessarily a building anymore, but remnants of old wall. And let me go ahead and get out of here, candle. Keep. And I'll go ahead and I'll adjust that.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so you come across this hill, and you can kind of see along the north or southern portion here. There's actually that opening he was telling you about where he thought that boar was at. But you hear in the distance, you hear rustling. And stepping out of that rustling is the strangest bear, and you all can zoom in on it. It's over here. I named it appropriately. This giant, standing at the shoulders, it's maybe 8 feet. So this is a giant bear. Instead of fur, it's covered in long black feathers, which are, it's like when you get a bird like actually wet with some soap in it, and the feathers just cling to its body. And there's
this sounds like the gothest fucking bear ever.
It is. It's got this weird, thick, viscous, clear fluid dripping off of it. It's got these long horns on top of its head. I want someone in your group to go ahead and give me a stealth type check. I believe that's going to be...
I rolled 6.
Yeah, so someone... And this is
anybody
to
roll
see...
better than 6?
I'm equal to 6.
Oh, go ahead, Mel. You do it then. I think it makes more sense for your character to be skulking around bears than the peddler anyway.
That's 1.
Okay. Do you want to push that?
Let's see. So that's agility. Sure, I'll give it a whirl.
Okay.
Get a little more willpower to spend.
Still only 1.
Okay. So the bear rolled.
Oh wait. I re-rolled and not pushed.
Oh, okay.
Let me,
Go ahead and push that if you want
sorry
to.
about that.
I mean, that's
Basically the same.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, still, but that's another willpower for you. Another point of damage. The bear rolled 2, so that's my target number, was for you to see if the bear saw you or if you managed to hide from the bear. All of a sudden, this bear turned towards the group of you, and it yells out, "Meat!" And it starts charging. And we're going to do initiative.
Eek.
So, I'm going to deal...
Boy.
He actually wasn't yelling M-E-A-T, he was yelling M-E-E-T, and he's just really excited to come greet us.
Does anyone have any abilities that give them additional cards?
I do, and I got them as well as in an extra one that was duplicated somehow.
I am dealing you cards. So you drew cards, I'm dealing.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's why.
Okay.
Let's do right there. Who am I missing? Right there. That should be... Everyone have a card?
Yes.
I have 2
I have
cards.
2 cards.
Unfortunately.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I also have 2.
I got 2 as well.
What happens? Did you guys draw cards, or did I just deal them?
No,
I
it-
just got a second card, but yeah, I didn't touch anything.
Same.
Okay.
It was a present.
It's a present?
It's free.
I don't know what I'm
And now
doing.
those cards are in league
I
with
like
each
a
other.
lot
Well,
better than the other.
That's the thing is I got 4 twice. It's almost like the 2 decks got dealt or something.
It was just a foregone conclusion for you, Dan.
Could be. And ironically, I got 2, 3, and 4. And then 4 again.
Because you get so many cards.
I do.
All right, I got the same card again. Just one.
Oh, now I'm getting different ones.
I forget. Is higher better in this system?
Lower is better.
Lower is better. Okay.
Okay. So, if we go back here, I'll see if I can remember how to do all this. I don't remember how to do anything.
I have 2 cards at the moment. My ability makes everything difficult, I think, is part of the problem.
That work? Oh, it worked. Cool. I figured it out, guys. Don't you worry.
I never worry, Chuck. I trust in your steadfast hand.
Yeah. The way lightning fast is supposed to work is I get my 3 cards first, turn 2 back in.
Okay, so if you guys click on the combat thing, pick your... What is this? Why is it strolling that? That's weird. Oh, the bear.
It's a mystery.
Oh, plug your initiative in the combat thing, or just tell me what your initiative is, and I'll plug it in.
Okay. We'll worry about my BS later.
Well, just what do you get? You get to pick the better of the 2 cards, right?
I get 3 cards, and it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. And you pick the best of them, right?
Yeah. The way it's supposed to work is I get mine first, and then I turn them in, and everybody else gets.
Well, remember that next time.
Yeah. I said that, but I don't think anybody heard me. So.
Okay.
We're still figuring like the system out too. There'll be some stuff like that.
All right. Osborne, what's your initiative?
8.
Steely Dan.
I'm actually going to take the 10, so because I like to be able to react instead of act, since I'm not much for melee.
The other thing you can do, Dan, is like one of the things that you're allowed to do in these games. You can switch initiative at the start of a round. So if you had a high one, you can take a high one and give it to somebody else at the start of the round.
Yeah. Is that 6? All right.
Oh, well, maybe I'll take the 4 then, and I can give it to somebody else then. I didn't know that.
So Urza and Waits both have a 6. Is that right?
Jeff, what's your?
I have a 7.
Oh, you have a 7. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why I punched it in. So
okay.
So I think somebody accidentally overrode.
So Dan, what did you have?
Punch it in?
I didn't know where to punch it.
And then at the round, I'll switch with somebody who has a low number.
Symbol in the upper right is.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. I can do that.
Okay. So you see the red lines. Those are the zones. Wait, what is going on? Why is the bear all of a sudden got that?
Because it swapped position while I was typing mine in, and it's put it into the bear. So sorry, I messed up the bear, but fixed mine. I'm sorry for being unbearable.
That's fine. What was yours then?
I fixed it.
Okay. Everyone's initiative is good.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. The bear gets to go first.
Damn you, bear.
Uh-huh.
Damn you to hell.
So the bear is going to use one of its actions to move a zone. It's going to do another action to move a zone. Let me double check the bear's abilities.
Use the 3rd action to make eye contact with me.
And
And then the bear's second turn is going to start.
Oh.
So it's going to do a fast action to move a zone. And the first person in its line of attack is Bellari. As it then
Right?
does a horn attack. And it tries to gore you.
Like a French
It plays
horn
sweet
attack?
jazz.
Yeah. Sweet jazz. It's actually, it's a flugelhorn, so it's a little Chuck Mangione in there.
Okay.
Stay in your lane, bear. I'm the one who plays music.
The bear attacks you now, Waits.
So that's how much damage? Oh, 2 damage.
this bear has some real brass to it.
Nice.
Oh shit.
You got
Do you have
any
any
armor?
No.
Okay. Then that's 2 damage it deals.
Oh shit.
That goes to your strength, right?
And
Yeah.
gives me 2 more willpower, right?
Do you take willpower for receiving damage?
I thought so.
I thought so.
I thought you only got it for taking damage while pushing.
I thought it was pushing
I thought it was damage received.
I'll look
in
it up.
combat.
Okay.
We can keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, since we're already at this point, I might as well actually go attack. So I'll use my quick action to move up, and then I will go ahead and do some attacking here. I have no willpower yet, so I'm filled with disappointment. So let me go ahead and push it.
Sure.
Why not? And turn it into 3 successes.
Cool. So that's 3 points of damage. This bear has an armor rating of 4.
God dang. You can negate all that.
Possibly. So I'll roll 4d6. Oops. And this is natural armor, so it doesn't degrade. But he didn't roll any 6s to block any of that damage. So he does take all 4.
So willpower is only from pushing.
Okay.
And specific talents sometimes that require it, basically.
Just taking damage from an attack is not.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh, gotcha.
So
when you said 4. Gotcha.
Okay. So, Steely Dan, you move up, you attack, you put 4 points of damage on it.
Do the poke.
Yeah, Bellari?
I'm gonna get away.
Sure
I've got
thing.
1 strength left, so.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That's not a bad plan.
Yeah, I'm just... both my actions to move away.
Okay. And you should be able to move your token around on the map if you want to.
Okay.
And Urza.
Okay, so
How do we
I'm in
that?
love with this thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm super, super not even low key in love with this thing. I don't want to kill it. I do want to break it though.
Okay.
We probably have
And
to weaken it just like a Pokemon.
just like a Pokemon. So I want to get in near range and try to attack it.
Sure.
I'm probably going to. How many hexes can I move? With
So
my move
it
action?
doesn't actually count the hexes. It counts those lines. Those are considered zones.
I can't see the lines. I don't know if
Oh,
I'm
you
Yeah,
can't
it's
see
Sorry,
the
showing.
lines?
I think they're still invisible to us.
They probably are. Let
Yes.
me see if I can fix them.
I was gonna say something
Hexes.
earlier, but then the bear ran right up to us, so I'm like, yeah, never mind.
We're
Right.
good at this point.
Hello, bear. Oh,
Hi,
cool.
bar.
Okay. So I move behind the bear.
Sure.
I'm gonna give it a little stab,
Sure thing.
a very kind stab because I like it.
I want you to want me, Bear, as you
I
stab
love
it.
this thing with my long spear.
Sure.
Let's see if this
It's
works.
usually
Yes.
works for me too.
Wow.
Whoa.
Hey, that fail doesn't count unless you push it.
I'm not pushing it.
That is 4 points of damage. Once again, this bear has 4 natural armor, so it'll roll to see if it can negate any of that. It does not. It takes all 4 damage. That's fantastic. Dan, you said you dealt 3 damage earlier,
I did
right?
3.
3? Okay. Wow, you guys are... All right.
And that's it.
Very cool. You put some hurt on this thing. Good job.
We're
Very
having some
cool.
lucky dice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Weights.
You're right.
Are we assuming that we have like weapons drawn and stuff?
Yeah,
at the
I'll
start
let
of
you.
our turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I had some willpower to spend, because then I could use poison to
Yeah.
paralyze it or something.
What were you saying, Jeff?
No, I was just checking. So I'm gonna go ahead fast action run to get into melee range, and then I will go ahead slow action slash.
Sure.
So just basically moving up, go right about here between Urza and Steely Dan, and then I will attempt with my short sword and attack. 2 successes on that.
Nice.
So would be 2 damage. I'll leave it as it is.
Cool. So let's see if he soaks any of this up with his natural armor. I guess that's a no. Let's take a look. Nope. I'm not rolling good on that today.
No.
Cool. All right. This bear is looking really rough.
Would you say he's barely hanging on?
Yeah. Osborne.
Maybe he should pause his hostilities. Sorry.
No. I'm going to move up to Mr. Bear.
Yeah.
I'm going to take an attack at him.
Sure.
Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Click on it. And because I'm attacking from hog back, I get to add a +1 to my modifier there.
Okay.
Only 2 damage.
Okay. Pushing that?
I'll push it.
All right.
How do I push it?
There's a push
Up
button
here.
at the top of your character sheet.
Excellent.
Oh,
Hey, there
wow.
we go.
4 damage. That breaks the bear.
Yeah.
And what kind of weapon was that?
Spear.
So let's
You roll
see.
your armor?
Oh, yeah. Let me roll the armor. There's a chance it could
Yep.
absorb that.
Ooh,
You
no,
did
it's-
one of them.
It's
Yep.
still broken. So let's do a critical injury with a stabbing weapon. You skewered its groin, which is amusing since you were attacking it from behind.
Not again, Jake.
Yeah.
No, the good thing is he's spayed and neutered for when he's in a party now. It'll
Oh,
help with
there
the
you go.
domestication.
So it's going to take 2d6 for healing time. Every time it moves
Or tax.
or attacks, it takes a point of damage.
There we go. That's useful.
So yeah, it's broken. It's on the ground.
I go and I like sit down on the ground and I put its slimy head into my lap and I pet it and I'm like, I don't know what I'll name you yet.
The bear responds back, I'm gonna fucking eat you.
I'm gonna
That's
name
a
this
weird
bear.
name.
I'm gonna name this bear Meat. The bear's name is Meat.
Oh god, it's like Groot, just terrible.
What
You're
can
just
I
a
roll?
hungry
What can
boy.
I roll to like convince this thing that like it wants to be my friend?
Oh dear lord. Let's
Is it
see.
an animal? Is it technically an animal?
Is it vegetable? Is it mineral?
Damn it! It's not an animal.
This is purely
Of course
demon.
it's not. That'd be too easy.
Which
Oh.
means that demons
Technically, I
are
could still ride it.
intelligent creatures.
Yeah.
They can be
Right.
reasoned and negotiated with. So if you want to start doing manipulation,
I see what you're trying to do there. So perhaps I could lend a word to help you with the bear?
Go for it. I won't lie. My internet connection's unstable, and I lost like the last 30 seconds of conversation. So I heard
Okay.
you offering help. I accept that help.
okay.
What's your manipulation like, basically? What's your skill like? I roll 8.
I roll 2.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Is this manipulation to make it think it's a bear?
No, this is manipulation to try and convince it to not kill you and maybe join you. Since this is a demon, it's sentient, it's intelligent. You can fully just treat it like an NPC.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I've got 8 manipulation, and I could tell the tales of Ursa and how wonderful its pairing might be with you for glory in battle.
So, and I will also say, if you're helping with this Urza, Friendin, you can take a 1 bonus.
Okay, sweet. So 9. All right. Modifier, I would just add 1, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
1 success.
You might push that.
I'm gonna push it.
Yeah.
2 success.
Jeez, that's 9 die.
I'm going to oppose that roll. I will give you this. I'm going to count this towards the bear's empathy. You'll need to, over time, slowly convince this bear to move, and I'm going to count this as empathy damage. So every time you successfully manipulate it, I'm gonna put a point on empathy. When you've got all 3 empathy points on there, it might agree to join the party.
Okay. So we've got 2 down of the 3 right now.
I'm not counting the successes. You have to have success in general.
Oh,
So it's
How
1
many-
out of 3.
how much manipulation do we have to impact this thing with to make it think it's a bear?
I
Like to
don't think-
gaslight it into thinking it's a bear?
That's a long-term thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more of a long-term relationship problem.
Yeah.
We'll
If you
just
want to
abuse it
gaslight
until it
someone,
believes
yeah.
it's a bear.
The cult of the bear.
Yeah. So
Cult of
at
Barry.
this point, I'll
Cult of
say
Barry.
the bear doesn't want to murder you on sight.
Progress.
But given the opportunity, it will probably try to eat you still.
Okay, I'll take that chance.
Does anybody else want to try to manipulate it? Since I have, he has 3 points of damage. We could all kind of gang up on this bear.
Bellari is shit at empathy things.
Okay.
I got 4 dice for it.
Waits doesn't know what the fuck you people are doing. It's a goddamn demon. You're just inviting a demon into our midst. So
I see profits,
y'all are on your
Waits.
own.
Waits, there's money to be
I
made
see
here.
us getting run out of damn towns by bringing a bear. Like, it's not even a bear. We keep calling it a bear. It's a damn demon. Look at it. So, hey, look, hey, you want it, then you got to feed it, and you got to walk it, because I ain't doing it. And I'm just going to back up.
Are you house-trained, bear? Meat, do you poop in the woods?
Does a pope shit in the woods?
Yeah.
So,
I can
also,
try.
yeah.
I was just saying I can try and offer it some meats from my rations, maybe.
Do you have actual meats in your inventory?
I don't know. It's just food.
That is not meats. That is rations.
Okay, and there wouldn't be meats in the rations.
There might be some cooked meat, but it's not just straight up meat. So you might have like dried, foods, vegetables, like trail rations. If you guys,
I do a really quick scouting while they're doing empathy stuff? Can I do a scouting to see if I can catch like a rabbit or something?
You absolutely can. There are rules for that under.
Yes. Let me find it.
Under journeys.
Is it the journey?
Yeah, and then if you want to
forage
hunt,
or no hunt.
Hunt. I'll just show
Let's
that
see.
there.
Okay.
And actually, I have a table.
Well, yeah.
So if you succeed on this survival, I'll say that you can find a crow.
Okay. I will try. Wow.
Absolutely.
Do I find 3 crows?
No, you just find a crow.
Okay.
You find a murder of crows.
You got to murder it first.
Maybe I'll look for some meats as well. So
okay, if you want to do the same thing, give me a survival test. And if you pass the survival test, I'll tell you what you found.
Wow.
Do you want to push that? That'll get you willpower.
He did push it.
And it turned into 3 willpower.
You've got 3 willpower. What did that do to you on damage?
3 points of wit, which I have 5.
Okay. Jen, you need to make me a ranged test.
Oh.
Because you gotta shoot a crow down. You found the crow.
Oh, a range test. Okay.
So yeah, you gotta give me a ranged weapon test. So you gotta roll marksmanship.
A roll marksmanship. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey. Okay.
Look at that.
Sure.
That's a success.
Blink.
You knocked the crow out of the air.
Oh no, poor Brandon Lee.
Oh shit. You now have 1 unit of meat. So Dan, now that you have a unit of meat, you can try that manipulation test.
Okay. So let's offer him that meats. My goodness.
You gonna push?
Does this meet your needs?
Push it anyways.
Oh my
The
gosh.
same.
You get a willpower at least, but he declines. He's like, I need more meat than that. That's why I'm gonna eat you.
Wait, do you have healing?
Healing doesn't work like that, so we can get you back up from broken. But if you're just looking to recover your points lost, that's more rest. Unless there's specific talents or something, but I don't have anything that will do that. I can just the heal test performance test is just for broken.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you had anything additional.
And I would like to point out, you all are on top of this hill, and you do see this cave entrance below. So I don't know, while some people are messing around with a bear, if you want, there, other things to do here if you want. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay. I'd be willing to meander if somebody wants to meander with me.
Yeah, I'll go.
Sure.
I might search for more meat for the bear.
I'll help you. I'll roll some rolls for that too.
Yeah, you guys, those of you who are hunting, give me another survival test. What were you saying, Melissa?
Oh, I can wander.
Okay, you gonna check out the cave as well?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and set that to active.
Party splitting. Oh, we find some goodies here.
Looking around, you walk in immediately, and this cave is loaded with corpses. Human, elf, elk, other bears, smaller animals, just ripped to shreds, partially consumed. But if you spend the time to dig through the corpses, you find some goodies.
Who wouldn't dig through this shit?
Osborne and Urza, what do you think of that studded leather cap? I think it'd look fetching if you don't already have one, since you're the bashy folk.
Oh, no,
Wait,
Osborne's looking after the demon bear. In case it tries anything, he's gonna stab it again.
I looked for more meat.
I just moved everyone over, so go ahead and roll your survival.
I did already.
Okay.
Twice. I got one.
You got one? So, Jen, your survival reveals you find a rabbit. Friendin, it does not look like you passed your survival.
No.
Are you wanting to push that?
I could, yeah. Let's see.
And Jen, you'll need to make either... Oh, there you go. Jen, you'll need to either set a trap, or you'll need to do another ranged attack.
I don't think I have traps, so I'm going to...
And Friendin, you find a deer.
Okay, so I'll roll marksmanship.
Yeah, marksmanship. Yeah. Jen,
I got it.
Yeah. So, Jen, you get a rabbit. You get... what do you get? Where's that? I'm scrolling. Oh, you get 2 meat and a pelt for your rabbit.
Ooh.
And Friendin for your deer. You gain 5 meats. Did you pass your marksmanship? You did.
I did.
You get 5 meats and 3 pelts.
Can I have the pelts? I have Tanner.
Yeah,
Nice.
I give you the meat and the pelts because I know you're trying to do something with the bear.
Thank you.
So go ahead, work on another empathy test to see if you can move the bear another step. Those of you who are in the cave,
want me to do it? You feed it the meat, and I'll talk to it while you do it.
Okay. Those of you in the cave, you dig around, and if you open up, do you see the loot chest in the center of the map there?
I see the little note there.
And you can open it up. That's everything you find. Let's see. Oh, did I not do the one thing? Hang on just a second.
I kind of want the chalk.
Chalk is
You've
important.
made very good use of chalk in the past, so I highly approve of Dan getting chalk.
Chalk it up to past experience.
Haha. And if we want, we can each take 2 silver and 8 copper. I already did the math.
Gotcha.
Who gets the gold?
There's a new item. I forgot to include it in there.
You got it. Yeah.
Yep. I turned it all into copper and then divided out and turned it back up.
You see a strange key, and if you click on it, it'll show you an image. It's like the wire sculpture-esque. It's like made out of like bronze or copper or something, and it's just the outline of a key, and it's intricately carved, and it's kind of twists on the end, and the key ring, the very head of it's a snake swallowing its own tail.
Who do we want to carry that funny thing?
Our thiefy lockpicker type.
And I will say that if you click on it, it gives you a description of what it does.
Yeah, then read the effect, because it's for basically attempting to pick locks. So whoever's going to be doing that then should take it probably.
What is the skill associated with blockpicking? What is the attribute?
Sleight of hand.
So I roll 8 in that.
Oh, well, you roll more than I do, so
I should maybe grab that.
I'll snag it for. I'm like, no, let's go to my boy.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because the peddler is surprisingly kind of roguey too.
And you should be able to drag that stuff to your character sheet from that journal entry.
Perfect.
If you want to take it, that's fine.
Yeah, it's something for my guy to do that's not selling things, if you don't mind.
So
for
you
some
guys,
reason, as a rogue, I have wits. I don't have any agility.
Huh.
Oh, okay. Friendin and Jen, you guys get another step towards success on making this bear non-hostile. So, at this point, the bear's grateful for the meat. It says, "You keep feeding me like this, maybe I won't kill you and eat you."
Urza tastes bad anyway.
But I gotta tell you,
I've eaten their kind before.
You've all hurt me bad. Maybe you should patch me up a little bit.
You hurt us real bad.
And now we feed you.
I'm just saying, I'm not hinting or anything, that the final step to do another empathy check is going to be patching up the critical wound on this bear.
Oh, wait a minute. I have a solution for that.
You want me to patch up a demon?
If you wouldn't mind, I do see a profit in this.
Can I expand that just for a second, Jeff? So there's another complication to this that Waits would bring up.
Yeah.
You want me to patch up the genitals of a giant demon bear.
Where the injury was.
So
there's like 4 corpses in here, like elves and such, and okay.
And this is absolutely up to you, Waits, because
no, I'll do it. I'm just gonna make a crybaby thing about it. But I swear I'm gonna haunt you all for the rest of your freaking days.
Stop negging me and get to it.
So yeah, I'll kneel down.
Just be careful what you do down there, and maybe he won't eat you. Or she. Do we know if it's a male or female?
I'm not gonna warm up my hands too, so they're gonna be
nice
and cold for you.
I ask Waits.
Waits, give me a D6.
Male or female bear?
Jesus, this is gonna get really awkward.
1 through 3, it's an any. 4 through 6, it's an outie.
It's an outie.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a real outie. That was.
It's all right. I'm used to this. Amar's got his knocked off a couple times before I had to restitch it.
Meat's packing a pepperoni stick. Yeesh.
I'm gonna lean down, like, just get the little stitching done. So I'm gonna roll my heal test.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, I'll push.
All right.
And I got it.
All right. You get some willpower. You take a little bit of damage, and you successfully patch that up. So his initial heal time for this. Do you know off the top of your head, is heal time, is that measured in hours, quarter days?
It depends on the system. So let me look it up because I know Mutineer Zero, it's days, but other games have variable. I'll look it up.
So yeah, his initial was 4 units of time, and that heal test would move it down to 2 units of time. So if you guys are wanting to convince this demon bear to join your party, I'm gonna hazard that it's days. You guys are gonna have to camp out here with it for 2 days.
I thought you rolled that 2d6 earlier.
Did I?
2 1s. You rolled 2 1s on it. Like,
I don't remember.
Let me scroll up. I can take a look.
16 minutes ago.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it was 2 days. You're right, Dan. And then it became 1 day. So you guys will have to hang out here for a day if you want
night to recuperate.
So, but patching it up does ingratiate it to all of you enough that you could attempt a final test. I was not expecting this to go this direction. I'll just put that out there.
She's literally named after a bear, Chuck. What did you think was going to happen?
I was going to... my whole goal was I'm going to put a bear in there that Urza can't keep.
Okay.
Your problem was you didn't put a bear in. You put a demon in.
Yeah. And then you guys all kicked its ass on the very first round of combat.
Yeah, we really demonstrated some proficiency there.
Oh my god. Would does anybody have like a high lore score to see like what we might learn about like keeping a demon?
Really high lore score, but I need to probably wait until tomorrow to roll it because I spent most of my wit.
I could roll because I lost empathy, and it's not as high as Dan's, but
I still have 5. Even with that, I still have 5.
Wait, why don't you go ahead and roll it?
I also have 5, so.
But Dan might be if Waits wants to, that might make sense because Dan might become incapacitated.
How many skills do you have, Dan?
I normally have 8. I have
how many skill ranks do you have?
3.
Okay, so basically. So,
when he's back up to top notch, he's 8, but he's 5 right now.
You would only suffer damage from base die. You don't from attribute die. You suffer from skill die. So like your skill die are so if you have 3 skill, you could probably roll it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me go ahead and push it to see if I can get one more. It's free at this point.
Yeah, you're not gonna hurt yourself too bad.
Okay.
Jeez, fuck! You know everything about demon bears. Your mother was a demon bear.
I wrote the book on demon bears. I made them.
Dan is a demon bear.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
We could have saved ourselves a lot of time.
We could have been writing
we
him the
gotta
whole time.
skewer his groin too. Gosh.
So,
Well, when the groin gets tough.
what information were you looking for this? Just general information about demons?
Mostly what we think the next step is in terms of keeping a demon bear happy,
and not eating the
not
town.
wanting to murder us, and also paving the way for it to believe it's a bear.
Okay, once again, paving the way for it to believe it's a bear. That's
okay, forget about that one.
That's a long con, right?
I'm okay with that.
Just ingratiating itself to the party more
so,
or less
yeah.
is what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, demons, they're intelligent creatures. They can be fully rationed and reasoned with. Some of the times they're real assholes like this one that just want to try and eat everyone. And I'll let you know, with that lore test, and the fact that the bear has been willing to somewhat negotiate with all of you, especially once you started feeding it and healing it, you think, given time, right now it's at a point where it is, it doesn't want to actively kill you. And if you promise to keep feeding it meat, maybe give it a little riches here and there, it could become an NPC companion that travels with you. Now, this demon bear will have its own allegiance and loyalty, so just because it's good friends with you now doesn't mean it's going to stay good friends with you forever. So you got to think of it less as a pet and more as, a hireling or something like that. But yeah, with demons, I mean, they're fully intelligent creatures, so... You could strike a barter. You could sign a contract.
Can I sell my soul to this demon if it's in my my keep? I don't know. I don't know if demons in Forbidden Land
they're not like that. Demons here are more like extra planar entities.
Okay.
So interlopers, basically. What if we strike a deal with a demon whereby we can guarantee a certain amount of salary for performing in shows with Mr. Waits, and we all make a profit. We all make, including you, Mr. Bear, Mr. Meat.
The bear's like, I don't fucking dance.
Well, I mean, just stand there and
anyway. He ain't part of my show.
Oh, Waits.
Listen, if you want to sell your soul to a demon, you go right ahead. I'm gonna go wash my hands of its groin. Thank you.
We can't. Unfortunately, demons don't accept American Express or souls in Forbidden Lands.
It's such a shame. I have a gold card for souls, and it will not work. May I be so bold then, Meat? What is it that you would like in order to justify staying with us?
If you want me to stay on, I want meat on a regular basis. Animal meat is okay, but if you come across any person meat, I get dibs.
Oh, we just killed what are the name of the
Rust Brothers.
Rust Brothers. We just killed like 3 Rust Brothers 2 days ago. That would have been a good meal, right?
Yeah, when you kill people, and I'll eat them.
Will you dispose of the bodies of the people that we killed?
Yeah, this is fantastic. You're like a personal evidence eater. This is reciprocal,
Deal.
Mr. Meat.
Also, the bear's new name is Phil Collins, based on Jeremy quoting Genesis. So his new name is Phil Collins. You have to say Phil Collins every single time when you talk about him.
This is the genesis of something beautiful. Well, Phil, you can Collins us to get you that meat.
Give me a second.
I think I'm a little bit on Waite's side on the skept here, but
I'm just purely motivated by profit.
Right. So the bear will come across. He's like, here is oh shit. What happened? Here's my price, says the bear. If you all look in the characters folder, you should be able to see Phil Collins in there now.
And
under
actors.
Yep. Oh, hang on. Permissions didn't stick.
Yep.
There it is.
There he is.
I love it. This is fantastic.
God, got so much strength.
So he says, I want fresh meat every day.
Oh.
Every day, I want at least 2 units of fresh meat. Once every 3 days, that has to be people meat.
Oh, that's not going to work, I don't think.
Urza, do you mind taking this on?
Oh, okay.
How are we going to come up with people meat like that?
Waits is very upset about this.
It's okay. I'll roll a different character.
A demon in the party is kind of a bad idea.
I don't understand what we're getting out of this. Like, to be honest,
fun
like,
and flavor. That's fine.
Right.
If we had somewhere to hide
then.
him that wasn't in the town,
We can leave it then. I mean, what
place
determines what would my, I don't know how to ask this question.
It's all RP. So decide what your character's personal alignment would be.
Okay.
Now, the fact that this bear is asking you to give him a sacrifice of person once every 3 days, I will probably start doing empathy damage to you.
Yeah, I don't think I can go along with that either.
Yeah, I mean, I gave you guys those...
Based on my bio background, I don't think I can.
Yeah, I gave you all that cold-blooded feats just that way in combat. When you need to finish someone off, you can. But yeah, if you guys start just murdering people in town just to feed them to your pet demon bear...
I mean, I would actually see it as something like a harder one. Like, I'd have to find somebody who was worthy of dying. I'd be like Batman, but with a bear. It'd be Bear Man. So it would essentially be like somebody like the Brotherhood of Rust folks, like finding them to take out and
but
I mean, it doesn't seem like it's something
I don't know that
that
we want to go hunt the Rust Brothers either.
Since I'm part of
Now wait, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Since I'm part of a group of people who are all traveling together, and I have agreed on like sort of the caravan rules. I look to the group and I see most people are fairly displeased with this idea, and I would pass on it.
Okay.
If he could not need people meat, then still, but
this is a hard point for
demon.
him.
So
I think we have to kill it.
We're not. Are we okay? Yeah.
He is broken still.
I've bonded to him, so I'm leaving. I've bonded to him, so you all can kill him. I'm gonna walk away.
Jake, are you gonna coup de grace?
I'm disgusted by this lack of profit-making opportunity. I'd be more than willing to sacrifice a person every 3 days for gold, so I'm gonna also take my leave.
Okay. Jake, Osborne does the deed. Well-placed spear right in the back of this thing's head. The demon bear goes down. But you guys got some loot.
Get to work removing the head. It'll surely be worth something.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah.
There you go.
We can take it back for that guy's tail.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. All right. So that was a roller coaster of emotion.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on next?
We still have Bear Cave loot to divvy up real quick.
You
do. We can either do that later or do that now.
I don't care.
We can divvy it up off camera.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Off stream.
We'll do that later then.
Yeah.
All right.
Just make sure everybody takes your two silver and 8 copper.
2 silver, 8 copper. Okay. Thank you for the mathing.
So where are we going next?
We can go back down real quick if we want, because it's easier to travel on hexes we've already traveled on.
That is
right?
true. You don't have to do the leader lead the way test. That's auto success.
Then we can take that bear head to the guy and be like, "Look, we found your beast," and then we can go get our beer.
Yeah. Why don't we take some evidence of the kill then? Like
Dan's got the head.
You did. Okay. Sorry, I was doing the math on the gold and missed, or the silver and missed out on that.
Okay. So you all spend, like I said, it's still morning, so you make it back to Candlekeep by lunch.
One pointed thing before we leave the scene. Does this slime prevent it from being lit on fire?
Do you want to try?
Yes, absolutely.
Good thought.
You try to light it on fire and it does not burn.
All right.
Okay. So I'm going to remove the bear from the party.
It was a good thought. But...
Okay. So you head back. You turn in the head. He's incredibly thankful for all of you for doing this. He's like, finally, I'm not the laughingstock. Can I keep it?
For a price.
What's your price? I'll give you 3 silver.
Make it 6.
It's a manipulation test.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how much we could. I do have a willpower I could spend.
I was just thinking that it's easy to split up 6 silver.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and try to manipulate him then with another manipulation test.
Sure.
I really think that for something this rare, 6 is the least I can do.
We're gonna do opposed manipulation tests.
Okay.
He got 1, you got 2. I'll come up to 6. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's so rare, right? How often do you find something this wonderful?
Yeah.
And then we can each take 1 more.
Yay.
Okay.
So we each got, what, 2 silver there? Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
3 silver, 8 copper total from the day.
Sure. And we'll do, I presume next you guys want to go back to the Hollows. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we had the other business there, right? To go start the running the booze. Speaking of running the booze, I will be right back.
Okay. So you can crawl. You're at. You got. Do you guys want to camp out at Candlekeep so you don't have to camp out on the plains overnight?
Yeah, that'd probably be safe, and then we can all recover our damage.
Your damage. Okay. So we'll say at the next day you'd move 2 quarter hexes. So by lunchtime you make it to the Hollows. The information gets exchanged with Miss Polymer. You give her the details of the cell. We don't need to go through step by step on playing this out. It happens. And then she'll provide you whatever the money is. Don't say the total. Let's do it off stream.
Yep.
And so you all have some silver now. What is your intention from here?
I think I'm going to buy, depending on how much silver I end up getting, I'm going to buy a cart and a barrel for water. And then I'll take that along with Bob to keep us watered up to wherever we go.
That will be in... Actually, I just added that into items. So if you go to transportation, a cart costs 15 silver. And then trade goods, a barrel costs 8 copper. And is Bob going to be pulling that cart?
Yes.
Okay. So just flag that down. I don't know how much money you all have. We'll figure it out at the end of the session. We say you do. And if it's more than you have, you'll just owe me a little bit next time you get silver.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later, and I'll probably save shopping for later.
Okay.
We do have some extra
do
weapons just in case anybody needs any,
that is
like a stud of leather cap or anything like that.
That's in the cave interior, yeah. So if anyone needs good weapons, there's a dagger, wooden club, hand axe, short bow, leather cap. Who took that key again? Was it Friendon?
Yeah, Friendon's.
Okay, cool.
And I took the spoon because I've got the field kitchen. So
that's a good fit.
If anybody really needs a spoon, I figured it made sense. To go in the kitchen.
Yeah, I took the chalk.
Yeah.
All right.
So we can divvy out the rest later.
So you're all at the Dead Man's Hand Inn. You handed over the information of the deal. You got paid. You're still pretty popular here in the Hollows. I just need to know what your intention is, your next step.
Ravenholm? We're going after the fisherman's son?
Yeah, I mean,
that seems,
The 2 legends that you currently have on your plate is Weatherstone or Ravenhole.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at those.
Is south of that lake, the Tin, is that Valander? Is that a town?
Where's the 10 at? You can do a ping.
Straight south of the hollows.
Of the Ravenholm.
That makes sense too.
Falander is a ancient and long ago destroyed settlement.
Okay.
So that would be kind of like an adventure site, like a dungeon castle
Sure
combo.
if we wanted to try and expose some tiles and go diagonal, or if we wanted to go back to Candlekeep and down.
And so every quarter day, you unmove 2 hexes. Yeah. You can travel for up to 3 quarter days per day. Okay. So what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll take you 4 quarter days. So a little over a day of travel to get to Ravenholm. Ravenholm, that's it.
I just didn't know if we wanted to go back through Candlekeep again, or do we want to go diagonal so we can see some new territory?
Do we have any other hooks or anything in Candlekeep to explore?
No, the big hooks in Candlekeep is, you asked about the Fisherman's Son. Nearby was Weatherstone. The only thing that you really came across. Now, if you want to ask around, you could see if maybe there's something else going on there.
Because we're in. Because we actually are in the hollows right now.
Yeah,
correct?
Right. For the moment, you're all up in the hollow.
We follow to the hollow, then say mahalo.
So
I'm fine going straight at it, or hooking through Candlekeep and down.
I'm fine going straight at it. We could always, you never know what we're going to find on the road anyway.
Yeah, it could be exciting.
Bringing more of the barrels back to Candlekeep? And then
they're shipping them.
Okay.
You set up the deal, now they know where it is, so they're going to actually just put it on a barge and take it around the river. One thing I will point out is rivers in this game, you actually have to negotiate. Like, you have to find a way across. And I will, just for Candlekeep's built right on that river. And they do have a kind of a rickety old bridge that cuts across the Ilya River.
Okay, that might be compelling reason to go that way then.
Because if not, if you just go straight south, you hope for a bridge, some natural feature that would let you cross it, or you just have to, swim or ford the river, get your Oregon Trail on.
That's how the teachers all died.
Yeah. All right.
If it wasn't dysentery, it was in the water.
Yeah. So, is that the plan? We go to Candlekeep. I won't make you roll for that. You already know the way there. You make it to Candlekeep. Are you guys wanting to stay the night there or just keep on moving?
I think that'd be the reasonable thing. One more night in Candlekeep. That way it's a nice, easy night.
Your beer.
Rest.
Yeah. Your beer has... you don't have any more beer, so you're not getting your free room currently.
Okay.
So if you want, I need to actually find gear again. Where do I put that? I always lose everything. There it is. Common services, a room at an inn. That is going to be 2 copper per person if you want to stay in the dormitory, or if you want your own room, that's 5 copper per person.
I'll shell out the 2 copper.
For you.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
I'll share it with Stricker Boy Danny.
Okay. So yeah, everyone reduce 2 copper.
Be right back.
Yeah. And then we're going to move into traveling southeast to Ravenholm. And we're going to go by the full journey rules. So, days split into 4. You need to rest at least 1 quarter day to keep from becoming sleepy. How much food do you all have? Well, we'll say you're 2. So for the first day, you don't need to worry about food. So I think you'll be okay here. Because you'll get food and water from Candlekeep. So that's 1.
I would say we probably would have loaded up with 2 extra days worth, probably, if we're being smart.
Actually, you could make it by sundown. You could make it to Ravenholm.
Okay.
So, and you'll be good. So we don't need to worry about food and water on this.
And the food thing is just like the roll, right? You roll the die size.
Yep.
And then if it's a 1 or a 2, it reduces the die size.
Yeah. that's it exactly. But I'm figuring since you all stay the night at Candlekeep, they would have food there that they would have provided with your room. So for longer journeys, yeah, that'll be exactly how it goes. So lead the way. For every hex you move through, we need a lead the way roll.
Yep.
And same thing, we'll need someone to do the scouting. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I will say the way that wits and agility kind of work with the rogue and the peddler seem a little weird to me. Like not bad, but just an interesting choice, right?
Yeah.
Because my wits are terrible as a peddler, and it doesn't affect me much.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be 5 rolls, Melissa. Who is doing the scouting? We'll need an equal number of rolls. 5 rolls for scouting.
I did it last time, I think.
Okay, give me 5 scouting rolls.
Sorry, I've got a modifier every time.
Not a problem.
Right. I got a success on every one of them.
Cool.
3. That's 4. So far, a success on every one. Let's see about the last one. Success on all 5.
Oh, very cool. All right, I don't need to worry about the mishaps table. Oh, what fun. We're on the plains. Oh, lucky you. All right, I rolled for a random encounter, got a 6.
Oh, you finally got your random encounter. All these hexes, you kept trying.
But the roll came up as no encounter.
Oh no!
Oh, wow, how
Lame.
Yeah. Dude, I'm glad I set that up for you to just puncture with a needle. Oh man, that's just the luck with the random encounter so far. We've been like lucky in a good way, but also, you've been lucky in a bad way.
All right. So right off the bat, I don't have the map loaded up for Ravenhole, so I'll get that put in next time. I will give you the legend as you show up. Let me actually find out. But yeah, Ravenhole, it was a former dwarven mine. The dwarves left long ago, and it has been taken over by ogres. So it is now an ogre settlement. The rumors are they throw huge raucous parties on a regular basis. Yeah, all they really want is fun. They don't really give a shit about money. So there's not a real strong economy here other than the few travelers that come through. So yeah, the legend, it said that the dwarves mined all the blue marble to be found in the Ravenhole quarry, and then left the site, at which time the ogres moved in. One thing is certain, every full moon, a din rises from the immense stone cauldron, a noise that causes animals to stampede for miles around. No one in their right mind approaches Ravenhole while the ogres hold their wild feasts. Yeah.
Wild feast.
Can we hear in the distance if they're wildly feasting?
No, it's the full moons, and you guys just had one, so you guys are ways to. So yeah. Now, one thing you all would know is ogres aren't outright friendly. They have been known to eat other sentient humanoids. So you would know if you're moving in, you either need to provide them something they really want to get you in their good graces, or you're going to need to be super sneaky.
We know something that could assuage ogre anger, or something that they would.
They love the basics. They love booze. They love good food.
Booze.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to do a little hunting or something.
Yeah.
We have a pipeline to ready supply of wonderful booze.
Yeah.
Sort of. Except we sold it all.
Well, they
I
were
mean, they're
planning on
gonna
making
make
more.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can negotiate for further batches.
Yeah, but we don't have any of it on us.
Valari can try to make up some food.
Oh, that's true. She could try and she knows the recipe.
That's.
Ooh, we could sell the recipe to them too. We have no allegiance.
Yeah.
Oh, the booze recipe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Valari just makes like general food.
Right, I got you. Yeah, I was specifically thinking the booze recipe. You know it, so we could.
Yeah, create a competing beer war.
Exactly.
You can create like a sample, and then we can use that to like.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Present the recipe.
Yeah, I like all these options. We can
tasting menu.
That's right. A little flight of fantasy beers, a fantasy flight, if you will.
A little appetizer to go with.
Yeah. We'll make some tasty foods and some beer. I don't want to sell all of our secrets outright.
Ogres, how do you feel about tapas?
Oh my gosh. Oh, you said tapas.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
What'd you think I said? Topless?
Yeah. Like taco
That's
meats.
a different tasting menu.
So yeah, what's the plan?
I think we're gonna try and at least get some food put together for him.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might have to hunt or something. Maybe.
Yeah. So if you guys want to
Fly them
spend
with
some
a little
time, hunting, absolutely give me the survival test.
Yeah, it sounds like we have a few things. We can try the food. We can try telling them about the beer, and if they're stubborn about us not having the samples, then we could say we could make you some or sell you the recipe. Right? That's like 3 different things we could do.
Yeah. So are we in the Ravenhole hex?
No.
Or are we like okay.
No. You guys are outside of it a ways. I wouldn't, you would know better than to just waltz right on in there.
Okay. I got 2 successes on my survival check. To hunt.
Else is good with survival. I mean, I am, but I don't want to like roll everything.
I mean, multiple people can.
I can roll one.
Yeah.
Are we looking for another one or just?
So Dan, your survival, you find a boar.
Yeah.
Boar. Oh, that should be good.
You need to give me a marksmanship test with a -1 bonus on the difficulty.
Yeah, you might as well hunt too, Jen, if you're good at that. I'm not.
-1. This isn't gonna go well.
I really like how Foundry displays all this stuff. Oh, nice.
You do.
Dang.
You take out the boar. You get 4 meat, 2 pelts. Jen.
Can I have the pelts, please?
You find another boar, Jen.
Dan, can I have the pelts?
Sure.
Okay.
So Jen, if you want to give me that marksmanship test to see if you can take it down.
Needs to be a ranged weapon. Okay.
Yeah.
We also
It's a
got a
-1,
short bow.
so
We got a short bow, if that's...
Yeah.
I have one. It's
Yeah, it's a -1.
and I just put -1 in my modifier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The more I play Free League, man, the more I like these systems.
Do you want
Are
to
we
push?
gonna rest when we get where we're going?
Yeah, you would have rested between then and there, so you'll be back at full stats.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna push it.
Okay.
Nope. Okay.
So you get 2
So I take
willpower
2.
as you make your attack at the boar, and the boar realizes what's going on. And it turns and charges.
Oh.
Is that 2 to my strength, or is
That should be agility.
agility? Okay. Started upping my strength and broke myself. Okay.
So strong now.
Okay. So can I get out my spear?
You see it charging. Sure, I'll let you pull your spear in that time.
Cool.
Who else went charging with or hunting with Jen?
Dan, I think.
Yeah.
So only you two are in this combat.
Mm-hmm. This is how we all die. We're going to get bored.
Board by board.
I'm gonna stab it the second if I have my spear out. The second it gets to arm's length, I'm gonna take whatever turn order it is, and I'm gonna stab it.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, you have an ability that lets you do that, right?
Yep. Yeah. So before it reaches me, I'm gonna try and skewer it.
Pork chops. Pork chop sandwiches.
All right. So Dan, you get 3 cards.
Yep.
You're going to skewer it before it gets
What
put on
card
the
are you
spear.
keeping?
Wow, I got 10, 9, and 8, so I guess I'll keep 8.
Okay. Remember that you have 8.
Yep.
And then Jen, what do you have?
Okay, I got a 10.
Wow. Okay.
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna skewer it anyway.
The cards don't deal very evenly for some reason.
I have no idea.
Because I always get 3 cards.
Listen, I'm not rolling 100s today, so it's a good day, Dan.
Yeah.
That card didn't come up as 100.
Well, I mean, I'm just commenting because my cards are always in a row.
Jen, what did you get again?
I got a 10.
Okay. So Dan, you two are out hunting. You get 1 boar, and all of a sudden you hear a screech of another one as you see it charging towards Urza.
Where's Meg?
Okay. I'm up first.
Yeah, it's your turn.
I'll go ahead and make another ranged attack on it then.
Sure.
Did you say that boar is really hoofing it over to them?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Because I'm going to use that short bow that we got. So, and is it still a -1 or is that?
No, you're good to attack normal. That was just for the hunt.
Okay. Oh, I'll go ahead and push that.
Sure.
Oof. Okay.
Oh, this boar he's tough. He's a tough cookie.
So yeah.
He's worse than the demon bear.
That's 2 agility damage and 2 willpower. The boar spends its turn closing in on you two. And it is going to attack Jen.
Wait.
What?
Nope. Oh, wait, you're just figuring out who it attacks?
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, if you got an attack, you can do your, go ahead.
Stab it.
Sure. Roll it out.
Oh my God almighty.
I don't know.
You gonna push that?
Push that.
I won't.
Okay.
Tempt fate.
So then the boar closes in and it attacks you. And it deals 1 point of damage. Now, if you've got armor, you can roll your armor.
I take 1 point of damage.
So you take 1 point of damage, and you rolled a 1 on that, so your armor rating is reduced by 1.
Okay.
So I'll make sure to adjust that on your character sheet. And then it passes to your turn. So you used your slow action to attack already. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do with your quick action?
I don't really know what I can do with my quick action, so I guess I don't know. Move out of range to maybe get another attack before it can attack. So essentially, keep.
You could shove him. You could disarm him, but I guess that would be like chopping tusks off. Maybe?
So Jen, I showed you the PDF, the little cheat sheet.
Yeah, it's giving me an invalid or corrupt PDF file. So I mean, I will probably just move back so that if it keeps pursuing me, I want to move. I would like to move in a way that allows me to, if it chooses to go after Dan, I want it to move into the arm's length away from me. So yeah.
Okay, so you kind of interject yourself between you and Dan while still putting some distance there. So the turn passes back up to Dan.
Yep, and I'll just shoot again.
Sure.
We'll keep this nice and simple. Let's hope I don't break myself. Hey, there's a success. Let's go ahead and push it.
Sure.
Dang.
Does your bow, what kind of bonus does your bow have?
It says 2.
So that... Actually, let me take a look here, because... Oh, you didn't push earlier, did you? No? Okay, so you deal 1 point of damage, and your bow takes 1 point of damage on itself as well. So your bonus for your bow is now reduced to 1.
Yep.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When I got a success earlier with the long spear, did it not count because it was balanced out by the other 3, or what caused that not to? I assumed it had it couldn't get through.
So you rolled 1 point of damage. I got
1 success and 3 failures without pushing.
So yeah, you did. Oh, did I not record it? Yeah, you would have done 1 point of damage.
Okay, yeah, because I thought it. We just went past it, and I was like, oh, I must have
missed
been
it.
done so poorly. But...
No. Luckily, all those banes don't do anything on your first roll, and yeah, you did deal 1 point of damage. So yeah. So now it is the boar's turn. Its choices are running up to Jen or running up to Dan. And it's going to run up to Dan. So Jen, you can interject with your spear again.
There you go.
And with that, you skewer the boar, slaying it. You get your meat, and you're going to reduce the amount of pelts you would get, just because it's poked full of additional holes. So you're going to get 4 meats and 1 pelt out of that.
I don't know. The latest goth fashions are like ripped up boar pelts,
Is
like
that what
right
it
in
is?
the knee. Yeah, like in the knee and
Stone-washed boar pelts.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 8 meat from that encounter. Dan, if you want to keep track of meat, I'm just keeping track of pelts.
Okay, I got it.
Meats and pelts and meats and pelts and meats and pelts and meats.
Probably use 1 or 2 of those to cook something up for the ogre Please Like Us offering.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sounds good to
So
me.
go ahead and give me that survival test to see if you can cook that up into some tasty food.
Okay.
And you can take your bonus from your field kitchen.
Which is, let me check that again. It's the effect is lets the chef cook 2d6 units of food in a quarter day, so it's not a bonus to the roll. So let me go to the roll. It's a success.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you get that whipped up into some hopefully very good food for these ogres.
Do you want me to roll the 2d6 to see how much food there is?
Yeah. Well, it's just 2d6 is just the rating value.
Okay.
So I'm trying to see. There it is.
I'd say probably while the hunt was going on, I was collecting up some herbs and other greens to put in.
Is it this button? Fuck. My Chromebook, I can never remember the hotkey for taking screenshots. And it just agitates me to no end every time I fuck it up.
That's fair. It's one of them.
Yep.
Are there function keys on Chromebooks?
Well, there's like hotkeys, so like Control Shift plus the multiple desktop view does screenshots. You can hold down Shift and search and then hit backspace to do delete. So it's got a bunch of little stuff like that hidden in there, which is nice. So yeah, you get your food. You can see, Ravenhole in the distance. What's the plan, people?
If we got all of our shit together, let's go make friends with ogres and see if Fisherman's son is there.
Yeah, we have like 3 possible venues of attack here with them, so.
Perhaps as we approach, we should make raucous party noises like, "Oh, what a great party we just came from! Oh, wasn't the beer there fantastic?" Like we don't even know these ogres are here.
I'll have like the whole musical get up going and singing loud and such. So we're doing our own little kind of Mardi Gras thing going on.
Yeah. So now you should all... Oh, I named it wrong though. That's fine.
If they're open to trading with us with the booze, I'm going to try to convince them that the latest in Baroque ornamentation is ripped boar pelts.
That's great. All right. Do you all see the raven hole? There it is.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
So you can kind of see they've got. As you move in, you can actually see it is just this old dwarven mine. They've got what looks to be some kind of like dance floor kind of set up in the center.
Nice.
Feasting tables. You actually see kind of back here they do have what looks like cages, slave pens if you would.
Not as nice.
Hope we don't find a way into them.
You see some of the original... Now you're kind of moving down into like this quarry. So you're kind of looking over the ledge, looking down. You can see the original kind of dwarven structure in there that doesn't look like it's seeing any usage. So yeah, they've got this full thing kind of fit out. And you can actually see the upper tiers aren't really in use at all. They're all just set up.
Party stage down there.
Yeah, that's their dance floor. But you can see the main kind of entrance into it, the main road. If you just want to walk right in through the front, you absolutely can.
I just want to say when I said meat and pelt, like I was pretty close earlier. This is they kind of got a club vibe going.
Yeah,
that will be like the general lyrics of the song as we go in.
Meats and pelts and meats and pelts.
Yeah.
I'm your hype man doing the backup as you sing your bardic song.
Manufacture some kind of horn.
Well, the demon bear had horns. Maybe he took one of those.
There you go.
The Bear Zela.
Yeah. Let's see. So how are you all going to start just walking in? Do you want to do any, observation kind of scouting tests beforehand to try and gather any additional information?
I would like to try a lore test to see if I know if the dwarven holes that are abandoned could be a possible means of egress if shit goes south.
Sure. Give me that test.
I'm not good at it, but it seems like something my character would wonder.
And I'll give you a little bit of additional information just on ogres in general if you succeed. You did. You did good. So, a form of egress, probably doubtfully.
Okay.
If you had to make an emergency escape and the front entrance, you would guess maybe trying to scale up this back wall through all the series of ladders. Hopefully you would get lucky and the ladders wouldn't support the ogres if they're climbing in a hurry.
Do the ladders look like they're tippable too? Like once you got to the top?
Yeah.
Okay, that's helpful.
Yeah, so another thing that I'd like to point out, and you would know this is general lore about the world, is that ogres are actually the offspring of dwarves and humans. Over the ages, the initial dwarves and humans intermingled. The gods played this cruel jest on the dwarves for, mingling with humans and made their offspring too large to live in their minds. So the ogres were all forced to the surface. And then they kind of just became their own race unto themselves.
What's the sort of dwarf ogre kind of context now?
That's what I'm kind of getting to. It's not generally good. Or
maybe we wouldn't be able to sell dwarven. Well, actually, that was human beer that the dwarf ale, was. Yeah. So this is human ale. We don't have to worry about that at least.
Let's see.
And humans are the newest race to this post, blood mist world. So
might not love me either, right?
Well, they don't feel any kinship towards human or dwarf, so there's no familial bond. They
don't hate us, don't like us, basically.
Yeah, it's really neutral. Ogres they can be really crude, but it's kind of a nature versus nurture kind of situation, where there are definitely, there are ogres out there who stayed with the dwarves somehow, and they still make great smiths and whatnot, or stayed with their humans.
I do like that they specify it's more environmental than like genetic and other sticky things.
Yeah.
So I like that it's just how they were reared and how they were treated by the other races. Makes sense.
The big thing with ogres is they're really kind of chaos embodied for the most part. So good luck.
Sorry, go ahead, Brendan.
No, I was gonna go ahead. We're probably about to say the same thing.
I was just gonna say is like you said. Could we do sort of observation to see if the only thing we see dancing is ogres, or if we see anything else dancing?
Give me that. Give me that test. All right. And I'll tell you what you see, and that's going to be a. Would that be a scouting test? I would think.
Yeah, probably. All right. Push.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, looking down across here, you only see ogres at this time. Now you have heard rumors that ogres will let others come in and join in, especially if they provide them something they really dig. But you actually see those pins in the back, and you see what looks to be, it's real kind of tough, your distance, but it looks like there's 4 figures in there. 3 of them are shorter, and 1 looks to be about human height. So off of that, you're going to guess 3 dwarves and a human.
Okay. So if we're going to find the fisherman's son anywhere, it's probably
right there.
In those cages, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We have to come here ready to swing for the fences, it sounds like.
Do we have an idea of like how many ogres we're looking at?
Yeah, I can give you that information.
Not to mention, maybe if the recipe is valuable enough, we might be able to negotiate for some slaves or prisoners too. Like, we don't know what their barter system's like. We might not have to go in with short bows blazing.
I would put it like 30 to 40.
Oof. Oh, that's not great. Maybe sneaking is best.
If you guys want to just, you're either going to need to negotiate your way in like crazy or stealth. I would really hate to see you guys try to fight your way in or out of here.
I think it would go poorly.
You do have that food that Bellari cooked, and Bellari has proven her alchemical knowledge with, back engineering that beer in the bakery, so it's going to be good.
I may try to maybe I'll try to use my Path of the Face rank 2. Can easily Master of Disguise can easily assume the appearance of others, can mimic voices and demeanors, and attempt to disguise myself as an ogre.
No.
I'm not limited to kin, which is a thing on rank 1.
Ogres are significantly larger. They're standing like 10 to 12 feet tall.
Okay, just out of the question.
You can, no, I won't say it's completely out of the question. You can disguise yourself as a smaller ogre, but that might present its own set of problems. I don't want to say, you can be an ogre, and you walk in and they see, a 5'6" ogre, and they're just like, look at the little runt.
Short stack.
What's that?
I don't know how tall elves are in this.
Well, we're gonna put it like right around 6 foot. So,
for ogre height.
Yeah,
how do they feel about orcs? We got an orc in the party and a goblin.
There's honestly, goblins would probably be. They'd be a little more. Goblins and ogres probably got a lot more in common, as far as Now, Dan, I don't want to discourage you on your ability. It's just this is one of those situations where there's just such a huge physical difference.
I wasn't sure if there was.
Yeah, like 6 foot to 10 foot.
Can I try something? And this
sure.
Never mind then.
Poorly, but I have Cat's Paw
okay.
as a spell that I can do.
Sure.
Which is basically an auto success sneak.
No.
Maybe for some recon before.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
I like that.
If we have a decent enough description, it'll mean that I'm on my own, so I'll be a little effed if like I get caught at some point. I don't know how often I'll have to reroll, but at least just to try to
How much WP do you have?
I have 2.
2? I'll give it to you this. I'm going to charge you 1 to get in there for that auto sneak and 1 to get out.
Okay. I could possibly get an extra power level if I roll both. So I'll just roll 1 then. Okay, so I'll roll 1 for the...
Yeah, because you could always... Yeah.
Okay. Was I interpreting... Spending the WP gives you an auto success?
Well, you can spend more and then you roll them. And so it's an auto success just because you spent it, but then you can roll multiple. And then if you roll the success,
you could stack it, basically.
Okay.
You roll your regular check, but you're guaranteed a success.
Right. I see. So you do both, basically.
But I'll just roll the 1.
Okay.
Just to get in and then see from there.
Okay.
So let's see if I get any extra.
I'm cool with that.
I didn't realize that with the rolling.
I might have interpreted
figuring it out as I go.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Okay. So you make your way down and through the ogre stronghold. You kind of you hang along the upper tiers, kind of like hanging back towards the corners. You don't see any orcs other than like the first tier or so, or ogres. Other than the first tier or so, there's no ogres up here. Like looking at the ladders, like a lot of them are very old. You would feel even that it could be risky, for yourself to climb up or down these things without taking care. You might put your foot wrong and just break straight through a rung. But you eventually move clear around, and you're right in this area on the map. So you've got those old dwarven openings to your right, and then if you kind of move down towards the left and kind of slide down, that would put you right at those slave pens, essentially.
Yeah, and that would be my target, would be to go to those
there.
pens. Yeah.
As you move up, you see there's 3 dwarves in there. The dwarves they're in rough shape. They've been battered. They look like they were initially in fine clothing, like they were dressed pretty well. And they're looking like they haven't seen any food in a few days, so they're looking real thin. And then you see the young human man, and he's in even worse shape. Like it looks like someone has cut the back of his legs, and like it looks like it's deep cuts. But as you move up, they haven't noticed you yet. They're all almost shell shocked. They're just kind of out of it.
Okay, probably weak.
Yeah. So what do you wanna do?
So I will. And are there guards in the vicinity?
There's some ogres kind of lingering around the front. I would not call it guarding. They're drinking, they're eating, they're talking. They're not really paying any attention. There's actually a fighting pit down here, and you can actually see there's a pretty burly looking ogre that's just beating the ever-loving shit out of this kind of runtier, smaller ogre. And they're all cheering on, just having a great time. So there's lots of sound cover, and there is an event going on drawing their attention away from you. So, but yeah, those 3 there standing in front of the pens, they're not, like maybe they went there to guard, but they're not actually performing their duties as guard. Okay. Yeah.
There are ogre loiterers outside.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
So then I will sneak over to the human.
Yep.
And kind of definitely be, indicating that he should stay quiet.
Okay.
And just let him know that his father sent us looking for him. And just to kind of keep his eyes out. I can't get him out right now, but we're going to see what we can do.
Okay. Yeah, and he'll confirm his identity. He's like, I heard that the ogres would, welcome a young adventurer. And then their leader, Purge, decided he liked me. So he decided to keep me around and not eat me, and he cut my legs so I can't run off.
Oh, well.
But yeah, you tell him to hang loose, and he's like, "You gotta hurry. I don't know how long I can hold out. Like, do you have anything like
especially
food?
Especially if he can't walk. Like, I'm gonna need to make sure we've got somebody to carry him.
Yeah, he can. He's like, I can hobble. Like, I can move under my own power, but it's not fast.
Okay. I would probably have like maybe a ration I can sneak him.
If you want to give him a ration, you would just reduce your die size by 1.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah. But the dwarves see you giving food, and they're like, "Hey, give us some too."
I'll break it. I'll just break the 1 so everybody gets a little bit.
Okay.
I can tell them to shush and then try to make my way back out.
Sure. Since you gave them the food, they'll be compliant with your request for silence. And then, if you want to do your stealthing, that's an auto success, right?
Yeah, I'll spend the last WP to get back out. Okay.
So and you're able to take the same path, and you're able to easily reconnect to the rest of the party.
Okay. So I'll tell them that he is there, but he's going to have to be. We're going to be slowed in our retreat because they cut his legs, so he can't walk well. So we're not going to be able to move quickly.
Can I just carry him?
Yeah, I'll pat Bob and I'll say, I got a cart tied up to this guy.
So
we got an orc, we got a cart, we got the will, we have some ways, so...
I almost hesitate to suggest the idea of having like a split party deal where we have some people who kind of make some sort of distraction at the front, and then the other group goes and gets them out. And
Osborne smiles wide. I'll start a fire.
So as you were doing the stealthing, I was thinking the same. Like Jeff and Dan also. I was thinking I'd be willing to negotiate and see if they'd be willing to barter with us while everybody else did what had to be done. Because if one of us is caught out and dies, that's only one of us. And I stand to earn a profit here, and that's my biggest motivation. If anybody wants to go with me, they can. But I mean, I'm happy to start it.
Go. I mean, that's what go with Lamar, I think.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense, right? Like the two of us. Yeah.
Okay.
No one should be by themselves.
So the two of you are going like just in the front doors
with the meal that was prepared, and with the knowledge of the recipe given to us, not written down so they can't take it, but like we memorized it, maybe, right? That kind of thing.
Singing boldly and boisterously and acting like we're having like a good time.
Okay.
We are merchants.
Okay.
You know,
exactly. You're here to sell.
And so
we're not even lying. We're just
We're just hoping it goes well. That's it.
The other four of you, what was your intention?
I think our goal is to kind of try and sneak around and attempt to get them out of the cages.
Okay.
And back around to the cart.
Okay. Sure. So let's go ahead. Those of you who are sneaking around, I'll want a stealth test. You can pick the person who has the best stealth. Jake, are you bringing your pig in your cart?
We may have to carry them to them.
Yeah, I think I'll leave Bob behind. Ogres eat boars, and I don't want Bob to get eaten.
Okay. So, choose who's rolling your stealth test, and then each of you can give a bonus. So it'll be stealth plus 3.
Someone who's not me should roll that.
I have 6.
Okay. So if you want to roll 6 plus your regular stealth plus 3.
You said regular stealth plus 3, right?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. One success.
Sure. All right, that's enough to move you across. We're going to do yours real quick because yours will be a little quicker, and then we'll move on to the other two to see how their negotiations work. You easily move back across. You've already scouted out the path, Valari, so you know where to go. Urza, I keep doing this to you, but this time it is completely and totally in the book. You actually catch this very back opening on the map where the old dwarven structures are. It's actually got a real crude cage built over the entrance. You can see as you kind of move around to sneak down here, you can actually see it looks like there's a large furry form sleeping inside, which strikes you as bear.
Oh.
But
does it
only
look
we had
slimy,
a demon
though?
bear to negotiate.
It doesn't.
Not interested then.
I don't. Time-wise, like what would I know about what an ogre is planning on doing with a bear they have caged?
I mean, the bear's alive, so they haven't eaten it. It could be a pet of some form.
Could be cage fighting bear, possibly.
Could be cage fighting bear.
I mean, I don't know if this is gonna slow us down, like, because I don't know if we have time to like get a bear on our side.
Yeah.
I feel like this entire session is just bear temptations. It's just one bear temptation after
If it's
another.
a bear, I can probably find it in the woods anyway. So I'd probably maybe I would open the cage, but not like actually take the bear. Like I'm just gonna free the bear.
Okay.
And then it can go and maul anybody that it wants to maul. Like
kind of a Far Cry 3 situation, right?
It's free to do what it wants to do.
So now the cage isn't locked. They actually have like the clasp for a lock, but rather than having a padlock, they just got like a chunk of bone shoved through there to hold it shut.
Perfect.
Okay.
I pulled the bone out.
Are you doing that now, or are you going to wait till you rescue the people?
Let's do that until we're done rescuing.
Oh, I thought we were already like making our way around.
No.
We're sneaking in to get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'll do that on our way back.
So the four of you move down to these cages. You see the three dwarves in rough shape. Then you see the fisherman's son, who is, standing, but you can tell it's definitely a labor for him to stand there. You can see that there are actually padlocks on these cages. They look like they've been battered to hell and back, the locks. What's your intention to try and get these people out?
I should have brought that key from Amar.
Yeah, Amar's got that key.
Yeah. I have lockpicks, so I can try it.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand. You get to add the bonus for lockpicks.
It's not going to go well.
You can always push.
Let's see. Can I roll it from here? I can't. Okay, darn.
And if it doesn't work, then I'll get my first player death as a group of ogres charge in. Go ahead and roll. Push it if you want to.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, that got you a success. So you pop the lock off of the fisherman's son. The dwarves are like, "Hey, get us out of here too. Like we can pay you."
We're working on it. He's got to move slower, so we'll get him loaded up and started walking out, and then we'll get you.
Okay.
So if somebody wants to throw the fisherman's son on their back and start...
I'll try and fireman's carry him.
I see a small child.
Yeah.
So yeah, you give me a strength test, Jake.
Yeah, ready? Boop, doop. Oof. I'm a strong boy. I'll push it.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. I'm not that strong anymore.
I think we need Jen to potentially make the other strength check.
We're going to do this as a fail forward. So you take that strength damage, you take that 2 willpower, but you can struggle through it.
Gotcha.
Dan, are you going to try and free the dwarfs?
Yeah, I'm going to kind of feign a little bit to make sure he gets moving a little ways first.
Okay.
And then, once he's moved on a little bit, we'll see what happens. Okay.
Sure.
Success.
You pop it, so everyone's free, and you are all free to start your stealth back. So we're going to take our time out here for you. We're going to move to Jeff and Frendon. You all stroll in through the main road into this quarry. You've got your song going. You're singing loud. And it's kind of like as you move in, your music reaches everyone. You can see the celebrations kind of stop as all these ogres turn and look towards you. And there's definitely looks like, what the hell is that, like...
Hi, you probably can't hear me, but hi.
There's a child.
Do you want to say hi?
No, just say it. Just say it. It's right there. Just say it. Just say it.
He wants the helmet or the headset.
Say hi.
Hi.
There you go. Okay.
That's great. All right. And 2 ogres break off from the group and move up to you. One is they've got long, wispy black hair, dressed in black leather with silver chains, really kind of like the rock star of this ogre. Like, they're definitely dressed nicer than all the other ones. And you can actually see they've got a what's the one weird harp where it's like a box with the metal tines that you pluck?
Harpsichord?
Maybe we'll go with that. I don't know the real
hurdy-gurdy, I think.
No, hurdy-gurdy is the
hurdy-gurdy is
crank.
like the core.
That's the accordion thing.
No,
yeah.
hurdy-gurdy is like a hand crank.
Oh,
Okay.
It's
Kalimba, I think it's called.
a
no,
kalimba.
let's
That
just name
sounds
instruments.
They're called
Not
thumb
that.
pianos.
Yeah.
They're called thumb
Thumb
pianos.
Thumb
piano.
piano. So imagine a
It's
thumb
kalimba.
piano.
Kalimba's also,
Okay.
thumb
It's a
piano or
kalimba,
kalimba.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
imagine this
Nice.
thing is on a box that's like 6 feet long,
That's totally wrong.
attached with straps, and instead of just little metal the little metal fingers that come out of it, these are actually swords that have been kind of bent around. And so she actually this giant ogress starts joining you and trying to play your songs with this weird sword type instrument. And she's belting it out. More ogres come along. They all start they don't know the words to the song you're singing, but that doesn't mean they don't howl with it.
What were the words again, friend? It was like meats and pelts and meats and pelts
and pelts and meats and pelts.
Oh, they can
They
figure
could
that
probably
out.
pick up on it pretty good.
Maybe you trade in song instead.
Maybe.
As this larger ogre steps through, this wicked looking ogre with this giant sword strapped to their back, and they raise their hands, and everyone kind of goes quiet. Do you all follow suit?
Yeah. It'd be like one little pluck of the string is like, oh, and I'll try to quickly catch it. Yeah.
And this giant ogre lets out this huge belly laugh. Like, you got Mullender going with your song. You're not bad, little one.
Well, and Mullender was a she, right?
Yeah.
Well, she's pretty fine herself.
And Mullender gives this laugh. It's like, you finger that fancy chords there pretty good, little man.
Fingering just happens to be one of my favorite pastimes.
Oh my god.
I mean, you put it there.
I did. I
he
realized
really bangs
it.
out the tunes.
Oh my gosh. So Mullender's like, so what brings such a fine howler down to a place like us, place like this?
Business, of course. Business of joy and gluttony.
We've been almost everywhere that one can go in the land since the end of the mist, and our songs carry far and wide, and so do the goods that we sell, including a very special new ale that's on the market. Used to be in a town that didn't allow for outside trade, and it's newly released into the world. It's fantastic. We have knowledge of the recipe.
So you wanna sell us a recipe?
I do. I would maybe like to barter for the recipe, even. It depends on what you have to sell and whether or not it's of value to you in the first place.
I think this is great. Come on in!
I turn to Waits like, Going better than expected.
This is going great.
So they take you to their feasting tables. They serve you up food. They serve you up some really cheap and disgusting grog.
Tastes great.
This is
Compliments to the chef.
very filling, calorically dense. I could see why you get so large and strong.
Yep. Protein.
So tell me about this recipe. What do you want from us?
So at this point, just meta real quick. Like we've got the party stealing things. Maybe we just want to do a straight up deal. Like maybe, like like maybe we just try to keep the negotiations going for a while.
Yeah,
I think
forget
so.
your
Like,
2 boxes of meat you brought as a like goodwill offering.
Yeah,
like if we just function as kind of like distraction.
Yes.
At this point, like hopefully we get a deal. That would be like great. But otherwise, like just distraction at this point. And I also like if we start playing again. Strangely enough, that path of the song that I thought was like pretty niche would work pretty well here because I could just distract all of them and they would like make their scouting rolls not as great. So I mean I think let's just honestly barter with them.
Yeah, I think we're just trying to do a business deal at this point. Yeah,
I'll tell you what. We've got some barrels of old what is it? What's that shit? And they call out to another ogre. What's that shit the dwarves had back in there? And it's some kind of like a saltpeter. Yeah, salt pisser, salt pecker. I don't remember the name of it. Some kind of salt. We got some barrels of it. I'll tell you what. You give us that recipe and you teach your songs to our howler here. The very lovely Molander. And
I think that's reasonable, right, Waits?
But there's if you got to trade with us, you got to become one of the crew. You got to join in on the fun.
What would that mean? Just playing some more? Or?
Well, we're going to play some songs. But I'll tell you what, the first test. And he points to the fighting ring that's now kind of broken up as people are kind of congregating around all of you. And you can still see this small ogre runt kind of collapsed in a heap trying to pull themselves up. We're trying to toughen up Paltry over there. Which one of you throws hands the best?
I don't know which one of us does.
I'm good at range stuff, not fist fighting stuff.
I've got 2 in might, or 1 in melee, I should say. 1 in melee and a couple strength.
You there, singing man.
Yeah, I'm not terrible compared to that, so.
Well, singing bearded friend there. Why don't you hop in that fighting ring and teach Paltry a little bit about toughening up?
Okay. Well, if I gotta do it. So, yeah, I'll give it a try.
They usher you immediately. They start laughing. They toss you a wooden club, which was almost too large for you. But they toss Paltry a wooden club as well, and like for you, they tossed it so you could catch it. Mm-hmm. And for him, they just like overhand lobbed it right at him as he's kind of sitting there on the ground. It just kind of like
Paltry.
Poor guy.
Hit off of his chest. And he picks it up, and you can see the anguish in Paltry's eyes, because there's probably a lot of internalized issues here. Paltry is Paltry's like human height, which is ridiculously short for an ogre. So Paltry, you get the feeling like maybe he's trying to prove himself by going through all these fights. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so Paltry squares up with this wooden club. First one to get knocked on their ass loses.
Okay.
So I'll deal a couple cards. Actually, why don't we just do this? Jeff, you go ahead and roll a d6, and I'll roll a d6. Right. Lowest goes first.
Well, you go first.
Oh, yeah. Unless it's a tie. Nope. So Paltry charges in and swings hard with this club. Now, Paltry, you can feel he doesn't have a whole lot left behind this swing. Like, he's running on empty, but it still connects and puts 1 point of damage on you.
All right.
You got any armor?
I do.
Okay.
I've got not much, but where is it? Yeah. I block one.
Okay, so yeah, you soak it up. You interject your club, giving you some space to swing back.
Okay. What do you want me to roll for the?
It'll just be a martial melee, or whatever the melee attack. So just roll a melee test. There's no bonus to the club. You can push that if you want.
Sure. No.
Okay. You do take 1 point of strength. So you overswing, you pull something. You get a willpower. So Poultry swings back hard. But doesn't, just whiffs.
Okay. And I'll continue at it then.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
All right. Pushing or no?
Probably not. I'm getting low.
Okay, that's fair.
Man, I only have 1 strength for any melee stuff like this. Like, I'm terrible for this.
Yeah, I really feel for it because the ogres they definitely want to fight, but
yeah.
So
I'll roll my armor.
Yeah, you soak it up. Now the rest of you heard as you were sneaking across, your 2 friends moving in, singing loudly. They've really gotten the ogre's attention, and you can see now in the fighting pit that sure enough, Waits and this tiny ogre are fighting it out.
Oh God, he's in the death pit.
Waits, you can go ahead and make your attack back if you want to.
All right.
Can I try to persuade the leader that this is not the best way to like, if he kills the performer, then who's gonna sing the wonderful songs and teach his people how to sing them?
Give a manipulation test.
Yes, please.
Now also it's at about this time that you all rescue
Okay.
the 3 dwarves and the human. So if you were to release that bear, now would be the time.
Would I know that though? Like, I've also realized that my...
You're sneaking out, so your plan was as you're leaving to pull the pin and let the bear out?
That was the plan.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, now's it lines up, so, Friendon, you start putting on some manipulation. Now, the ogre, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to roll... You're talking to this person, which is going to be... How did it... No, yeah, you... How do you frame trying to get this battle to stop?
So what I'm going to tell him is, obviously your performers liked my performer and wanted to learn his songs. You can't learn his songs if he's dead. I think we've both had enough entertainment for now. They've proven their might. They're fairly equally skilled. I think we teach some songs and talk about some ale now.
You're right. I don't want your friend there getting his fingers bashed in before he can teach Molander some new howler tunes.
Exactly, you're very wise.
And with this comment, he kind of gives the signal that the fight's over. Waits, you can drop your guard. But all of a sudden, off from the one of the cliffs, you hear this roar as you see this giant gray bear standing on the ledge, looking over, and the ogre lead that you're talking to their name is actually Merge. Oh shit, we're in for a good time. Choo Choo got out again. As the bear dives off this... No. You've heard of running with the bulls?
Yeah.
The ogres have a similar tradition where it's running from the bear.
I'm for this.
If you don't want to get eaten, we better start running! As the crowd just splits, leaving Paltry and the 2 of you standing there by this fighting pit, as you see this bear running around the area chasing ogres. you guys know that if it gets sight on you, it's coming straight at you.
I'd like to try to take cover. I don't feel as though running is going to work for me. I'd like to try to sneak essentially into cover. Yeah,
okay.
Stealth.
Yeah, give me.
I'll do the same. Yeah.
I'll let you guys. One of you can make the roll, and the other one can give aid.
I have 3 sleight of hand and 5 agility, so I'd be rolling 8 die.
Well, sleight of hand and stealth are different.
Oh, I'm sorry. Stealth. Stealth is just 1 for me. My bad. I'd be rolling 6.
Still better than me.
Okay. So roll 6 with a 1 bonus.
Okay. Modifier 1. Oof, I'm going to push that.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. That'll work.
So you run back to these feasting tables you were at. One of them has been knocked over, and you kind of dive under that, giving you cover. Those of you sneaking back across, it's time for you to give me that other stealth check to get you out of there. And instead of getting a 3 bonus, you're going to take a -3 penalty. But 3 of you helping and a -3 bonus equals no bonus. So if that follows. So before you got a +3. Yeah, just a flat stealth roll.
Yeah. Do we get any bonus from the ruckus being raised?
No.
Dang.
Because you're hauling 4 injured people.
Yeah, that's fair.
I need to push that.
Yeah, you probably do.
Oh, shit.
Ow, what does that do to your agility?
I've got 1 left.
Okay. So you're not broken. Well, you don't, you're not broken. You don't take critical injuries from, roll-induced breaking.
You get 3 willpower.
As you're sneaking across, one of the ogres actually clambers up the ledge you're on, trying to get away from this bear. Hey! What are you all doing with our dinner?
I'm going to spear him off the ledge.
Sure, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Wilhelm scream like a stormtrooper falling in a Death Star pit.
Oh,
yeah. One.
This guy's got some oomph to him.
I can push it.
Stop, push it.
There we go.
Push it real good.
A little bit more oomph.
Since you're trying to specifically push, he is going to do an opposing strength test.
He had a hard time climbing up that cliff.
He's going to take a little bit of a penalty because of that.
No, I'm just saying because of the oomph.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He had a hard time because of all those oomph.
All that oomph.
So, he's going to roll. Actually, I'm going to do
that beautiful bean footage.
Oops.
I hope it's not beautiful bean footage. It could be terrible bean footage.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Look at how bad he did.
Wow.
He had a lot of oomph, and that's why he just I just tip. He's on his back, and I tip him, and he just falls back.
Yeah, you don't really spear him so much as you get under him and just leverage up. And he goes flying back, and he lands on the low row below. And let's just go ahead and see. Okay, yeah. So he lands, takes a little bit of damage from that fall, but you're all able to move your way across. Now, Amar and Waits, as you're looking around, you see poor Paltry's trying to limp out of the ring.
Oh.
He's not moving quick enough, and the bear just runs up and charges him down from the back and starts ripping in.
Oh, no.
That means it's time for you guys to run.
Yeah, this might be the opportunity for us to get out of here. Waits, Poultry is getting eaten like he's poultry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jeff.
No, I was going to say, I'll follow your lead.
Okay. If you guys are making your escape at this point, I just want movement checks from you.
Okay.
Take a -1 on that, too, just because of how crazy everything is.
Yeah.
You gonna try and push that?
Hang on, that rolled too many things.
Oh,
it should have only been 1 die.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So just give me a decent.
No, yeah, it would have been negative. Sorry. So if it's negative, so.
Oh wow. What is your agility?
My agility's 2, so I would have been at 1. Yeah. So, and you said move. So -1. Modifier would have been a -1 move. So I would have basically been rolling. That red die is basically a negative die. So if I would have rolled like a positive, that would have taken it away.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'll push, but I'm basically just pushing one die.
Yeah, you can if you want to. Yeah, so you start running. Now, Amar, as you're getting away, you look back and you see that actually ogre, not wanting to see their new musical friend escape. And it's Molander. Like, friend, where are you going? We got music to get learning.
I would kind of like to short bow him in the face during the chaos.
Sure.
All the other ogres ran away.
Yeah, they're running around fucking with the... Oh, goddamn. They're running around...
Done, finally. This business relationship's been over
for you.
Done.
Shoot the hostage.
So, yeah, if that's what you want to do, Friendin, absolutely. If you succeed, I'll say it's enough to distract this ogre, and it is. An arrow as Molander, this ogress howler, has you by the shoulder. All of a sudden, an arrow sprouts from her face as she lets go of you and starts holding her face as kind of blood starts trickling out, giving you guys the chance you need to escape. It's a bit of a hectic and hairy situation, but you all make it back to the cart where Bob is, with 3 additional dwarves, and you're the fisherman's son.
Yeah, I don't mind like causing some like rift between us on the way out, because they're gonna figure out that a bear was released, prisoners are gone. Like, we just need to get out.
Yeah, we haven't actually even
negotiated. Yeah, we haven't really traded anything or lost.
You just said you had a beer recipe, so yeah. Sure. I mean,
we're never going back to this place again, I hope.
I would hope not. You can, I won't stop you. So the dwarves, once you're out, they introduce themselves as Merble Treble-Twine, Elder Hamilfall, and Tholma Treble-Twine. They're merchants, traveling from one settlement to another. They wanted some muscle, so they hired on an ogre. And one night, the ogre flipped their wagon over on top of them, and a band of ogres came out from hiding and kidnapped all of them. And they were waiting for the next full moon so they could have a nice dwarven feast.
Well, we got that done just in time then.
So yeah, but they say that they're let's see. Let's refresh that real quick. They're actually from a little dwarven settlement not too far from here by the name of Hamlet. I'm sorry, it's Fearspire, and it is a hamlet. And they're just like, they don't have any of their gold currently because the ogre stole it all. But if you want to escort them to Hamlet or swing by sometime.
Which way is that on the map?
I'm labeling it right now so you can see where it's at. Oh, it's called Fearspire. Oh, what? God dang it. So it's over pinging it. Oh, god dang it. I'm on the wrong tool. I'm pinging it right now.
Okay, so we'd probably be better off going to Candlekeep first no matter what we do.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'll pay you for your troubles. They'll pay you each 10 silver.
All right.
That's fantastic.
They'll make it 15 if you'll escort them home.
Okay. I don't have any problem with that.
Maybe we go to Candlekeep and then go over there. Or maybe we spend a day or so going back and forth between Hollows real quick and then to Fearspire.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
So, Candlekeep first.
Sure.
And we can get the Fisherman's Son unloaded since he's hobbled and won't be able to move easily.
So your plan is to go to Candlekeep and then go to the Hollows, back to Candlekeep, and then to Fearspire?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. That's what you want to do. I'm not going to... You guys can take a safe-ish path back. Well, a path you're familiar with.
Yep.
Since you've already traveled through this.
That's kind of the idea. We can get rid of the incapacitated person first, rather than taking them through uncharted territory.
Sure. So, let me just go ahead.
Is he considered broken?
He's got kind of a specialty condition. I would call it a critical injury. And that's what's got him hobbled. So if you wanted to, you could give him a heal test. And I'll say his current heal rate is I'm going to call it 7 days.
Yeah, I can roll it if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 3.
Okay. So, yeah, you reduce the time by half. So, yeah, you patch him up well enough. He's having a real rough time moving, but he can do a little bit better, but maybe he would just kind of hang out in the cart behind Bob.
Maybe we'll get a little extra if we not only brought him back, but brought him back in a little bit better shape than we found him.
Yeah. So... Okay. I did the random encounters earlier. I thought you roll a d6, and then if it's a 6, you roll for an encounter. That's how it works in Zweihander. So I'm just going to roll for one encounter on the way back, just to see if anything happens. Ooh.
What does that mean?
Let me see what it means, because that's stuff only I can
14
see.
14 farts? Somebody farting in
14
front of us?
farts.
No, that's 14 people who like to whip themselves.
So it's hard to tell as you're all traveling back. If it's the sounds of whips and screams, or if it's the banging of drums and chanting of holy words that you first notice. There's a large procession that comes across. Dressed in black and wrapped in blackberry thorns, they whip and beat themselves. Several of them have cut off their tongues or ears. Some have picked out their own eyes. At the front of the line of the group is a woman dressed in red. She carries a big plate with burning incense. One of them holds a pole with a strange symbol. In the middle of the crowd, there's a wooden construct on wheels. From ropes, naked people hang with hooks attached under their skin. Chained slaves push the structure across the plain.
Would I be able to roll some lore to see if I know anything about this organization?
Sure.
And how badly we want to.
You're going to take a -2 bonus to this.
Okay. Well, it's a pass. Let me go ahead and see if I can push for a little more information. Okay. Somebody give me a little more detail.
Okay. So you would be able to suss out that this is actually a cult, an offshoot of the Rust Brothers, called the Mother. I don't know how to pronounce that. Catyala. Catalia. Fuck if I know. They're an offshoot. They're a doom cult. The end is near. The end is nigh, and all that fun stuff. They first showed up when the mist cleared. She actually, as she sees you all, are you guys going to try and hide from her or just move on up?
That's what I'm hoping to know. Are they people we should avoid?
Well, they are an offshoot of the Rust Brothers.
I feel like they're people we should avoid.
Yeah, but one, they're offshoots of the Rust Brothers. Two, look at them. Let's not mess with them.
Okay.
Hanging, naked people or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Slaves.
Someone give me a stealth test.
I think that's.
It's usually me, I think.
Yeah, if you're going to give a stealth test, you can take some assistance if you want it from someone willing to help.
Oh, Mel, I'm 6. What are you?
No, I'm down to 1 agility. So
oh, okay.
You're going to have to get 2 to succeed.
Okay. All right, and I'm taking 1 modifier, you said?
If someone wants to help you. So, like, if Valari, even though she's just down to 1, she could still assist with it and give you an extra die, give you a +1 bonus.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to push it because I need 2, right?
You need 2 to pass. Okay, there it is. You hide off to the side, and they, after a handful of minutes, they successfully pass you on by. You're not sure what would have happened, but you definitely didn't want to, take the risk. Yeah, so we'll say this: you all make it back to Candle Keep. You make it back to the Hollows. You turn over the Fisherman's Son. They don't have a lot to give you. They could pay you each a silver. They're pretty broke. But what they can also pay you is each of you can get a die size and ration, as they give you a bunch of, dried and pickled fish.
That works for me.
So a silver and 1 die size and food ration. As they thank you profusely for bringing their son back.
Nice.
The son, he would share one piece of information. He's like, thanks for saving me. I went down to Ravenhole to see if maybe I could hire some ogre muscle. I heard that in Weatherstone, there's a magical sword there. That if you get it, it could make you the most powerful warrior in the land, or you could sell it and become rich beyond your belief. But
I kind of turned to Osborne and Urza and like, sounds like something you may be able to use.
I tried to make it into Weatherstone once, and there was some beast in the moat that tried to attack me, and I decided it was too much for, if I couldn't even make it through the front door, it's going to be too tough for me to make it through the rest of the castle. So I thought, who's better to help me out than to go hire some ogres? And then I went, and the ogres just kept me. But yeah,
used to be a common mistake.
He tells you that there's supposedly some magical sword there, and that's what his goal was in Weatherstone.
Well, if we couldn't use it, I could sell it.
Yeah. I'm curious, while we're here, what would it take to repair my short bow since it lost?
You could take it to the blacksmith, and it'll just take we'll call it a silver and a couple hours of work, and it'll move it back up to the regular bonus.
Sounds good.
And I think the plan is for you all to move back to Candlekeep, and from there move over to Fearspire.
Yep. I think that might be on the next episode.
Yeah, because we're getting ready to wrap. So yeah, let me real quick. Let me plug in my notes real quick.
I feel like we got some silver. We progressed a couple areas. That was pretty good. Kind of want to start spending some of that silver on stuff that'll help with longer trips or you know?
And we can also divvy up the stuff in the cave too. Make sure
Yeah.
we've got better weapons.
How much was those dwarves? How much did I offer? Was it 15 silver
15.
each?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think at the end of the session, I'm hovering around 40 silver-ish. Does that make sense for everybody? Like we all spent differently at the start, but just a general kind of range.
The booze was what, like 20 silver for that? The 20 silver a piece for that? Like the additional thing?
20 silver. Today
I'm
we should have made 24 silver and 8 copper, I think.
Okay.
Got 30 and 6.
Yeah, I've got 39 and 6. And I think the peddler started off with a little more, so that makes sense.
I have exactly the money we made today. That's it.
Okay. Nice.
I spent all my money. Yep.
Let's see.
And I'm planning to spend it all before we're done here.
And what did you have from today?
Nothing.
No,
from today.
24 silver and 8 copper.
So that's what anybody should add to their
24
total.
silver and 8 copper?
Yep.
Okay.
That's all of today's profits.
Okay. Let's go through some questions. Everyone track your own XP.
Yay.
Did you participate? Everyone gets an XP. Did you travel through at least one hex on the map that you haven't visited before? Yeah, everyone gets an XP for that. Did you discover a new adventure site? Yes, you made it to Ravenhole and you heard a legend about Fearspire, so that's a yes. Did you defeat one or more monsters? You guys took out that bear.
Yes, indeed.
Did you find treasure? Yes, you did. You found that loot in the bear's cave. You don't have a function of your stronghold yet. Did anyone activate their pride? I'm going to say that's probably a no. No one suffered from
I
their...
did.
Oh, you did?
Cooking food.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, so you could take a point for your pride.
Would you say me pushing for the demon bear was me catching the scent of gold and not stopping in the pursuit of it?
Yeah, I think so, because that also put a little bit of stress between you and Waits because of that, too.
Yeah, who's like my friend. Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say so. Suffer from your dark pride. I don't know if anyone really got that today.
I'm going to see about it because my goal is to spend all my money. I just didn't want to take up the time on the stream.
I don't know if this would, like, I was struggling because I really want a bear, but I come from a village where a lot of innocent people were slaughtered, and so I didn't push harder on the bear because of that. I don't know if that is part of it. I don't know if that works for it.
I'll allow it, yeah.
Because otherwise I just would have taken the bear. If I didn't have anything about being worried about murdering, I would have just like ridden off on my demon bear into the sunset.
Sure, we'll go yes on that.
It was nice to know you.
So yeah, Dan, as long as you spend all that money before you got, either in, I'll let you take a point for tonight.
All right, let's see what damage I can do.
Did you risk your life for another PC?
I feel like Waits and I did with the going into the camp.
Yeah, that's true.
You definitely did when I was in trouble with the ogre.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't know if I did, but yeah, I think you definitely did.
I would say we both risked our lives
to
give them cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll say Waits and Amar both get that. Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind? I'll let you all decide if that's a yes or no for your own character.
We killed a demon.
You did kill a demon, yeah? You say you could snuck into an ogre encampment to rescue some people? Mutagen.
I freed an innocent, gentle bear.
Sure.
The gentlest of bears.
I would say it qualifies. We all wandered into an ogre keep 30-40 strong to rescue several dwarves and a human who had no ability to move for themselves. So
I think strolling into an ogre camp and letting out a fucking bear is a pretty extraordinary feat for everyone.
Sure. All right, so that's XP has been divvied up. Spend it if you want. Save it. I'm
care. Just gonna snort it. I'm just gonna print out all 11 of it and just snort it.
So you.
11 is my current.
Okay. Yeah.
Experience.
Let's go ahead. We can do our wrap. Jeff, Melissa, you guys want to tell us about some stuff you got going on Lollygaggers?
Yeah, sure. So Monday will be on this channel for Vesson, so it'll be on the Free League Publishing channel.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, I think on Friday, we're doing more Gin Lab Alpha, some more Mutant Year Zero stuff. Melissa, you got the Zweihander stuff.
Yeah, so we'll be releasing our podcast on Monday, and then we'll be on twitch.tv/VihinderRPG on Thursday.
There you go. What do we got? So Sunday, so tomorrow, Jeff Brennan and I will be on Notorious DMG for some Shadowrun. This Tuesday, I don't think we've got everyone who's playing quite hammered out yet. Tuesday, we'll be back on Notorious DMG for some first edition D&D. Wednesday here on DOK, we'll be kicking off Cyberpunk Red, the Jumpstart kit. On Friday, we'll be on Zweihander RPG. We're actually going to be... I was asked not to say what we're doing, but we'll be back with the regular crew on Zweihander RPG on Friday. And Saturday, we'll be back for Danger Strangers on Goodman Games Official. So that's kind of the thing. You can buy our zine. Dan dies in the end. I don't know. I ain't got shit else. It's 4 o'clock here, which means it's time for us to wrap. So thanks for everyone for watching. Thanks all of you for playing. And until we see you again, start fires, do drugs, and tip your fucking bartenders. Deuces.
Thanks, everybody.
Let me get the right mouse. There it is. Now let's go to that.